brother Sanchez closed his panel, I already went through the trouble of sharing everybody the video. So they probably tune in and be like, damn, they didn't stay on air for long, but I'll let them know when we live again or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm live now.
Everybody be loving the content. Everybody be loving y'all content, man. When I be filming y'all shows and stuff, like I use my Facebook Live and then, you know what I'm saying, I cut it to y'all show and just use it that way. Normally it doesn't be live though. It'll be after y'all done already closed the live panel. Like the playback, I usually go through the playback. And everybody be liking the show. They be leaving like comments and stuff. And yeah, they really enjoy y'all content. I mean, I hope they subscribe to you. I try to push the truth out there. You know what I'm saying? And try to connect us all.
That's what's up, brother. I appreciate that.
No problem. My channel not as big though. It's, you know what I'm saying, Flat Earth Jamaican Titan. My channel ain't as big. The last one I did was a part 1 towards sour spaghetti. And I haven't came back with him with a part 2, but I mean he's a lot of work, so it might have to be a part 2, 3, 4. Because with my phone, it only let me film like 10-minute videos through my phone.
What's good, people? What's good? I know y'all been waiting for this live stream though. I know y'all been waiting for it, but y'all already know how we get it in, baby. Y'all go ahead and share, tweet the video. Y'all know we get it popping once we hit that 100. Y'all know how we do it on this side, you know. Set it spaghetti. If you're watching the show, you're more than welcome to join the panel, my brother. Been waiting on your Flat Earth debunk video for quite some time.
Come to the light.
Come to the moonlight. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that joined the panel today, man. And I got something special. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do let me see how we gonna do this. Once we hit shout out to everybody out there that's subscribing to the channel. We just hit 11,000 subscribers yesterday, and when we hit 15,000 subs, we're gonna have a fucking raid marathon. We're gonna start raiding all the channels. I'm talking about non-stop. I might do a 24-hour raid. Y'all know how I get it in. When I say I'm gonna put some work in it, I'm gonna put some work in now. But I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my panel because we about to get lit. No drama. And you know what? I gotta stop acting crazy on Brother Sanchez. I know Brother Sanchez be ready to choke my motherfucking ass sometimes. Listen, I gotta stop going over there, going off on these people. I just don't like going over there, seeing these people trying to do my brother like that. But I'm gonna try to held back. I promise. I'm gonna try to held back a little bit until he give me that. You know what I'm saying? That man, go get. Once he say go get him, I'm coming full throttle. So I will try to. I will try to calm that down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I can't. That's with anybody though. Anybody I consider as my brother, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go all out for you. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody come on the pound and disrespect me, I'm ready to give them that work. That just, you know, that's a part of me, you know, and that's how I am in real life. You know, if I'm with you, I don't give a fuck if you're Japanese. I don't care if you're Hispanic, black, white. If you rolling with me and shit pop off, shit's about to pop off. You know what I'm saying? I got your back. I don't give a fuck. Because when a person disrespect anybody that I consider as family or a friend of mine, they're not just disrespecting them. They disrespecting me too. And that's just how I look at it. You know, that they're not going to disrespect us, you know. So that's just me. That's just me. But let's get to the panel. Bear Hugger 29, what's good with you, brother? We can't hear Bear Hugger. Come on, Bear Hugger. Nope.
What happened?
Bear Hugger, I was asking Bear Hugger to introduce himself. I think his mic messing up. He'll fix his mic. I see my brother on that PS4. I see that controller, my brother. I see it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, caught you. He's a gamer.
Yeah, I'm a flat earther and a gamer.
That's all good. Hey, yo, brother.
Hey, I've been in the video games since I was like 5, 6 years old playing Atari and shit when I couldn't even afford a Nintendo.
It's all good. So you know CGI when you see it then.
Basically, yeah.
When he see that CGI, he
but
knows.
I will admit, this new Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out in the it was coming out this fall. It got pushed to next spring. When I first seen it, man, it looked like a real cowboy walking into the saloon until it zoomed in on his face, and then, you know what I'm saying, I was like, oh damn. I was like, damn, he looked like fucking Marshall Dillon. Dude, man, this shit.
They think that
I can't wait till it come out.
But they saying NASA can't fake it though.
Hey, it'd be too hard.
Oh no.
Hey, that new Injustice 2 looks really good too.
Yeah,
they better off watching Armageddon or something that spotlight NASA to see something real.
Hey, brother Sanchez, you still there, my brother?
No.
Oh, he might have stepped away. I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody. Hey, yo, Nick, go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Well, what's good? I'm Nick, aka Flat Earth Vegan. Also, under the ether. Gonna get my panel going here soon. Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna go live because I've been just fascinated on that. But
you know you could double stream too, Nick. So you in? You know you could double stream too. Like say how we in the live stream. You should just go ahead and crank yours up while we live streaming, man.
Oh yeah, I guess that is a thing, huh?
Let's get the brother panel cranking over there. You already in a panel, so you don't gotta create a panel. Just cap the panel. There you go. Get some content on that channel, brother. I told y'all look out for you, man.
Yeah, let's see here.
Yo, Bill, now you want to join? Bye, get out.
Yeah, right?
No, I'm fucking with you. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Belga.
You're a fucking.
Hey,
what's up, guys? Favorite 29 here. Glad to be here, man. I don't know why my mic did not work the first time around, but I'm here now.
That's right. Hey, yo, Bill, we got another game on board too, man, on the panel.
No shit.
Yep. He got the PS4.
Oh, nice.
And we got Trey. Can't hardly see that. I don't see your name no more at all. No. I just see a big ass Z. What's good with you, brother? What does Z stand for, man?
It's actually inflow. The Z is sideways, it's like an artistic thing. Whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought you was rocking with the Zulu Nation. I was like, oh shit, here we got one of those brothers on here. He about to black power us to death. Welcome to the panel, my brother, man. I'm glad you on the panel today, man. Oh, Ed, let me send Ed the link, man. You send Ed. We gotta get Ed up in here. I be telling Ed to calm down, but I can't calm my own ass down. Hey, Ed, the next time I say calm down, be like, nah, nigga, you be doing the same shit, then I shut up.
Please bring Ed up in here, man. He be having me rolling.
Yo, Ed's
with his crazy ass. He be having me rolling like a motherfucker.
Yeah, Ed be putting in that work though, man.
He do though, man.
Ed,
what up,
Ed?
Eddie.
What it do?
It do what it do. That's what it do.
Hey, nigga, you look different. You got some fresh braids going on or something? What's going on?
Yeah, man. I was sitting here. I was in the thing with Brother Sanchez, and I guess over here on the east side, they like, y'all can't have service over here.
He's trying to give himself a flat earth girlfriend.
This was.
Yeah, I holler at the lady directly with flat earth. That's the first thing I hit him with. Y'all know the earth is flat?
Pay attention. What's good with you? Shout out to Pay Attention out there. Shout out to Way. Shout out to Matthew. Who cares? Paul. I see you. Ute. Time. I see you, man. Martin. What's good, Martin? What's good with you, brother? Henry. All right, man. Shout out to everybody in the that's in the chat, man. Infinite, I see you. Shout out to everybody that's out there.
Jennifer, one of my friends on Facebook. I wonder when she joined the panel, seeing that we use a lot of her experiments to debunk a bunch of globalist arguments.
Man, these globals are catching bodies like a mother, man. I'm dead serious. Yo, I got you, Wayne. They've been catching bodies like crazy.
You know what? I bet if we had the flat earth asshole on the panel, I mean, not that you need his help, cause hell, we handle ourselves just fine. But I bet your views will really go up. The way he be laying them out as well.
Yeah, he be going in. A flat earth asshole be going in on him, man. He don't be.
Shout out to Jay Gibson.
Yeah, shout out to the brother, man. Shout out to RTV.
Yo, Dread, that debate that you and Sanchez did the other day on your channel with Brenda, and I forget who the other person was.
Yes.
Oh, that shit was painful.
It was painful.
Oh, hell yeah. It was bad.
But I thought they had the truth though, man. I thought they had the truth.
Could be a lie.
I thought they had the truth behind them, man. Well, if you got the truth behind you like you claim you do, you know, you shouldn't be catching bodies like that.
Yeah, but I mean, can the truth technically actually be a lie? I mean, how many times in our daily lives have we actually witnessed that, when we think something is true, but then it actually isn't true?
I mean, thinking it's true don't make it true. That's how I look at it.
Bingo.
That's when good discernment. That's when good discernment comes in. Like I think Brother Sanchez played a little clip of Neil Tyson when he was having some type of dramatic music in the background playing to try to pull on everybody's heartstring, all of his bitches and puppets heartstrings and shit, right? And And one of the things he said, yeah, and it's like people just don't understand, need to know what is true and what is not true. So I'm like, just cause you have more indoctrinated education over me, I'm supposed to let you know, I'm supposed to get approval from you if something is fake or real? I mean, is that how I take it?
Man, they just use their science. They use NASA, and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? They keep using NASA as a reference, and they already know we don't go by NASA. So when you use
yeah, they use Japan too. They use all the space
all
agencies.
them motherfuckers are together though.
Oh yeah.
They all work together, so it doesn't even matter. So I mean, if you go come with that and not use like at least amateur or telling us what experiments you have done, you already lost the argument before it began.
What experiments has Brenda done?
None.
Exactly.
I was just about to say that. Nothing. Going based on textbook logic and what NASA wants her to believe, or him, whatever.
I'm gonna say him or whatever.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just generally confused half the time, man.
They fucking fries, and I mean, everybody know they fries. That's why they even send their most top PhD astronomer meteorologist to the panel. You know what I'm saying? But instead, what they do, they run off like cowards to all these fucking schools and colleges and talk to innocent children like fucking cowards, man. I can't stand that.
It don't matter what you show them. Have you all seen The Principle? You all seen that? It's a documentary, and it basically shows up the heliocentric model for basically being a load of bullshit, and it's got major scientists who came out later and said, I didn't know what kind of program I was on. It's all bullshit. But all they were doing was asking them questions, and it absolutely blew the heliocentric model out of the water. You need to go watch it. The Principle. Go watch it. It's about an hour.
Hey, can you speak up just a tad bit, brother? I can barely hear you.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So
documentary about
perfect. There you go. Perfect. Go ahead.
The center of the universe, and how after they made the video, they were saying that they was fooled into being in the video.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, these major scientists were commenting on how the Big Bang was, it's more or less impossible, and then afterwards, when they realised what the actual film was about, they came out and said, nah, man, I didn't know the video was meant to be about that, but all they were doing was asking them questions, and they were answering them honestly. So you just need to go and watch that. It basically just knocks it right out the water. Cosmology is basically 1,000,000,000 to 1. What they're saying is 1,000,000,000 to 1. It's bullshit.
What up, good? What's good, people? Hope y'all enjoyed the show today, man. Shout out to Kevin. I see you out there, brother. Yeah, we just, like I say, man, we just putting in that work. Dem, you say you need a link? I got you, brother. I got you. We in the same hangout. Man. Y'all go ahead and, like I said, man, tweet the video out and share it.
This cause the truth never sleep. No matter how much time I try to take you know what I'm saying, a break off from the truth movement and flat earth movement and stuff, I always come across something that I need to, I need to speak on. I'm like, damn, I can't even take a break even if I wanted to, and I love it. That's the thing, I love it.
That afterlife now, I agree with you. Zero tolerance on flat earth trolls. I have zero tolerance. I told y'all my tolerance is already hit zero. When I first came to this side of YouTube, when I started getting trolled, y'all already knew I was already fed up with it, and I'm not taking it easy on none of them. So if they want to bring,
I've been taking the gloves off.
So
I took the gloves off last week.
So if they want to bring that pressure, I'm going to bring that pressure. And if they don't like the way I bring that pressure, tell them don't fuck with me then. Because they go to crying like little bitches. Tell them, see, he's angry. I don't want to hear that shit. You just hold this L, hold that loaf, and hold that boot and probe in your ass. That's what you do. Because nobody want to hear nothing after that. Y'all ain't, you know what I noticed about these trolls? None of these trolls had nothing to say. They have nothing to say when I go after SETI, though. Why why none of these trolls have made videos telling me to leave SETI alone? I'm just asking. SETI believe in the globe, so why y'all not defending SETI like that too then? I just find that a little suspicious if y'all always going after people that goes after globe head. SETI is a glober. I made more than one video. Now I didn't make no videos, I do live streams. Well, I talked about him making a flat earth video and how shitty it was, but I didn't see no response. Oh, that was wrong, man. You coming at SETI? None of the trolls defended SETI though. I wonder why. What is their ultimate agenda? What y'all really in this for, huh? Huh?
Well, I think, hey, check this out. I think SETI is a low-key flat earther anyway. Cause when I listen to his video, it's like he purposely say shit that's not even a valid argument to defend the globe. And then on top of that,
you know what I think?
And then on top of that, he's just a fucking idiot. That
I think the video was so trash that even Globers just shook their head like, I'm gonna just stay away from that nigga. We don't even want no parts of that shit. You can't even defend the stupidity that came out this video. So I think that's what it really was. They was like, God damn, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? I think Globe Heads was in that motherfucker sounding like flat earthers. Like, nigga, you dumb. What the fuck is you doing?
But this is my thing. When he take his trips to the UK and to London or whatever, he has his head all down, don't even make eye contact with the audience. But then when he gets back into the comfort of his own home and make videos about us, nigga, the shades come on, the hat come on, he gets straight gangster.
That motherfucker say, me and young Pharaoh, we going to London, we going to Africa. Come to the light, baby. Come to the light. I say, man, what light you talking about, bro? Because every time you turn on the camera, it look like you live streaming in 240p. It looks like the darkness is spreading around your ass. What light is he talking about? Nigga,
it's like this. It's like this. It's like this. People might not agree with it, but it's like this. I lead my followers to the darkness so they can convince what the light is themselves. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm telling people, come to the light. You a fucking false light, man. You a false prophet. Come to the light. This is my opinion.
That motherfucker be live streaming. I don't know, man. They need to use some of that guap they sucking out the community and get them some better internet service. Can they, man? Hey, look, since you endorse NASA so much, I know you got them on speed dial. Hit NASA up and tell them to point the damn satellite directly at your damn house with that doodle ass connection you got. Look like it's snowing in the middle of summer.
They got million-mile internet or something, don't they?
Motherfucker got all kind of static all around his monitors and shit. It's like it's snowing in that motherfucker.
Hey, we need to make a t-shirt. If the earth is flat, why is it mountains on that motherfucker?
Man, I don't know what mountain. I think that motherfucker... I ain't gonna go there. We're gonna get off of SETI because my boy Ed don't like that shit. Ed don't entertain that shit at all.
Can we talk about the balloon launch? Can we?
Yeah. I was just shooting the shit with the people for a minute. But yeah, man. Yeah. No, you're right though, because this is a little important. This is a lot more important than what the bullshit I'm talking about. But yeah, man. So we was talking behind the scenes about this balloon launch. What I want to do, we're trying to find out what would be a good location. If Florida is not satisfactory to the Globers, I'm more than willing to travel with this damn thing. You understand what I'm saying? But we do want to make sure we got everything covered. So we don't want to have no loopholes where people can try to like chop it up and say, you know, well, this is lacking here, that is lacking that. Nah, we want to cover every angle and make sure when we launch this balloon, y'all gonna get the truth. You understand what I'm saying? But ultimately, I'm gonna let my brother have the flow because I know you was bringing up some pretty good points, and behind the scenes I'll let you bring them up and we'll see what the audience had to say about that. Go ahead, brother.
Is that me? Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, how many balloons are we talking? Is it just the one or a couple?
I'll say it again, my brother. I couldn't hear you. Kind of low.
Sorry, dude. How many balloons are we talking?
Well, I'm launching one that I know of. I know I'm launching one for certain. I think altogether we're talking about like at least three different balloons.
Right. So they all need to be timed and they all need to go off at the exact same time. Okay. So it's like synchronized synchronize your watches and shit. They've got to go at the same time, and the idea is as many cameras on that and as many instruments to measure humidity, to measure the temperature, the air pressure, because for all we know, man could maybe go up there without a suit for like, I don't know, 90,000 feet or something. We've only taken NASA's word, aren't we? So ideally, the balloons need to, when they've reached a certain altitude, they need to see each other. That's the goal. That's it.
I want to give a shout out to Professor Bone. Appreciate the donation, brother. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm from the UK, guys. You probably noticed, but I don't know. I've been listening to you, Dread, for about maybe 3 or 4 weeks. Bro Sanchez for a little bit less than that. But the main arguments for me would be the curvature at a height. How high do we need to go to see it? And if we get the balloons so they can see each other and they're all doing a 360, you know, there's the proof. That's it. Does that make sense?
Actually, it does. Hold on, I need to fix something right quick. Give me a sec.
Hey, Dre, when you get a chance, check the link out I put in the joint. I just took that joint. It's a video of the moon and the moon, 12 o'clock, dead in, like 12 o'clock, dead in the sky, and the sunset with a half of, like, damn near half a shadow. So how can somebody...
Shit, what up, Way? I didn't even see you join the panel. What's happening, brother?
Yeah, what I said the whole time?
Yeah, you say check Facebook, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I had to freak the link because it was sending me to the Google apps.
All right.
Hey, Dread, another thing. This would be amazing if somehow you could time it as the ISS is going by.
Oh
you know
my
what I'm saying?
God, that'd be awesome.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe someone can look into other satellites that are meant to be passing, and you know, and when we go up, there's just nothing there. There's nothing.
Yeah, we gonna make sure we have everything, like, see, stuff like that. That's good ideas, because we got to make sure we show them that what we're talking about is 100% facts. You understand? Yeah, so exactly. You're right. That's another thing we're gonna keep in consideration, because when we launch it, we're gonna time it so we can make sure if there's really a satellite up there, we should see it.
Exactly.
And if we don't see nothing up there, that's gonna be more hard evidence that there is no satellites up there. Those GPSs y'all talking about, or that satellite tracking bullshit y'all talking about is 100% fake. We're gonna expose. I'm telling you, this launch is gonna expose NASA to the fullest, man. Like, for real. We do it right.
Hey,
it's gonna expose.
And you better hope we don't find no clouds passing behind the sun and the moon, and no visible hot spots over the clouds. Just saying.
Yeah, you're right, my brother. But I'm gonna focus on the satellites, because we already got proof of that stuff. We most likely will see that too. But I want to focus on them satellites as they launching them up. I think that'll be more damaging, and that'll help our cause a lot more further. You know,
it will be. There's a site out there that tells you exactly where it is. People have said they've pointed their telescopes, whatever, and they can see it. They don't tell us what they see, but they says they can see it. That's where it's predicted to be, and they can see a shining light. So let's coincide the balloon launch. So by the time it gets up there, it's passing, and you can see it, and we can see what actually is there.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going down, man. We're gonna try to get this thing popping, and I'm gonna live stream it. So we're gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure we do that thing live. You know what I'm saying? So nobody will miss it. I want everybody to be able to enjoy it, man.
Oh, we'll be watching, Dread.
I know it's gonna be a lot of people talking shit in the chat too. Oh shit, this is gonna prove that the Earth is round. Now I'm gonna have all the globers probably gonna be on my side. Like, yes, Dread, you the real truth seeker. You're really gonna prove the globe is round. And when that balloon go up, they're like, fuck you, Dread. Something is wrong. It's trickery.
What would be even better, Dread? What would be amazing is that everybody knew we were doing it, and then just before the launch, they came and shut you down.
That'd be even more damaging to them.
Exactly. So either they have to let you, or they've got to come up with some fucking good excuse.
Exactly. They better. I mean, I better see a lot of videos of everybody saying they got shut down simultaneously or something. It was a glitch or a bug or something.
And then maybe they can answer our questions. How can this right here form to a spinning ball? Just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna announce the lunch after we gather everything. I'm not gonna announce it until after that fact. You know.
No, that's fine.
Hey,
there's no rush for this. There's no rush. Let's make it.
We're gonna take our time. Yeah, we're gonna take our time to make sure we got every angle covered. Cause like I said, we're gonna get this. I'm only gonna be able to launch one balloon, so I gotta make sure it's on point. And you know, like I said, when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So trust me, guys. When we launch this balloon up, I want to give a shout out too. I'm gonna say this. When we launch this balloon up, it's gonna be some of the most damaging when it comes to NASA. Facts. I think that's gonna be on the way up. Unless somebody beat me to it. That's what I'm gonna say. But let me give a shout out to Infinite Plane Society right quick. The brother has actually got the fund. He met his goal. I think he had a Patreon or something. He got the money to put a big old flat earther billboard up, and I think it's gonna be seen by over I think about 380,000 people or something like that a minute. But I want to say congratulations to the brother Infinite Plane Society. Like I say, he got the money, he got the funds, and he gonna do his thing. So a big shout out to that brother and actually putting the boots on the ground and making this movement even stronger than it was before. You know.
Cool, that's cool. Did Brother Sanchez say that he might be able to do a balloon as well?
I think he's planning on doing one too, yeah. I'm not 100% sure on that one.
You should try to sync that. Maybe get other people, different places, you know, trying to do the same thing and coincide it all. That would be amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going down, man. It's going down, man. People, we not playing out here. Like I said, we're gonna let our facts do the talking. We're gonna still have our little debates and still have our dialogues and stuff like that. But we need them facts to back us up. And it's not gonna do nothing but make our arguments even stronger. And eventually, they won't be able to ignore us, man. And a balloon from Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii, would that be a good place? I think the best place right now, we're gonna try to find out what's the best place in the United States to launch a balloon for what we're doing. But I think they said the actual best place as far as on Earth is like South Africa, somewhere in Africa or something like that. But I'm not going to Africa to launch a damn balloon.
I know wherever y'all launch site or launch location would be. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm really excited and ecstatic about it. I'm like, this is gonna open so many doors and gain so much more courage in a whole bunch of flat earthers, especially when it's live.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? And every time somebody play back that video, it's going to kick NASA in the balls every time.
They ain't going to know what to do.
It's huge. Absolutely huge.
They ain't going to know what to do, man. I'm telling you. I don't know what's going on with my stream. Like, I've been noticing, like, lately, my stream has been kind of, like, tripping, man, on my end. I don't know. Let me know if y'all see. Y'all probably ain't seeing no lag or nothing like that. But for some odd reason, man, I don't know. It's my open broad. I don't know what it is. But I've been getting, like, this really bad, like, glitch going on my streams, man. It's just
you need to
weird.
stop going to Pornhub, Dread.
That's it, bro.
Shit, Pornhub, boy. Look, I make movies. I don't watch them. Oh, all I need right there. Yeah, I'm telling y'all think it's a game. The Big Bang is real. I don't care what nobody say.
Ew. The fuck?
He talking about.
I seen a meme that say, "Hey, look, check this out." I seen a meme. I seen a meme that said, "Theory's so laughable. Theory's so laughable. They're comedies, and the comedies that they showed was Third Rock from the Sun and the Big Bang Theory."
Wow.
You know, Theory's so laughable, they're comedies. Hell yeah, who believes that shit?
I don't know, but they that's crazy though, man.
Cause last time I checked, explosions and bombs, where explosions in general destroy matter. I haven't seen an explosion that creates matter. I'm just saying, never.
My chat going crazy. Did the hangout froze? Can y'all hear me? I think the hangout froze. Y'all, bruh, I don't know what the hell is going on. I really don't. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna start another hangout. I left the video call. I'm gonna start another hangout, bruh. I don't know what's been going on, man. Like, I'm serious. serious. I am 100% serious with this. All right, here we go. But yeah, people, I don't know what's going on, man. I really don't know what's going on. But my hangout froze up, and on my end, the video is like, take your ass to Africa if needed. You know, I know the people need me. I know Flat Earth needs me. I know that. I mean, if I have to go to Africa, I know I was trying to be funny, but if I have to go to Africa, then shit, I'll go. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll go. I just have to find out how much it's gonna cost. I know people are helping me with the balloon, but I don't know if they're gonna help for an African ticket. All right, we back, man. We back. I'm gonna post the link. Thank God I got open broadcast. I'm gonna post the link. Hold on. Let me get this new chat. Oh, the chat's still going. Okay. All right, the chat's still going. We good. Sean, what's good with you? Okay, my brother. Okay, we getting the brothers up in here. Low Freak, shout out to Project Frequency. Low Freak, what's good with you, brother?
And salute to the sensei.
You know, hey,
what's
bro.
going on, man?
What's good with you, Sean? Y'all hear what we talking about? We talking about that real evidence.
I heard y'all was talking about the balloons. Remember, I mentioned about a week ago. I was getting my kit, my little high altitude thing going. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And oh boy, idea was good with the synchronize them at the same time, like when the ISS supposed to cross. Yeah, that's perfect.
That's gonna be perfect. And then we're gonna be able to put up the you know, how high we is and the temperature, all that, man. We're gonna cover all that, man.
Yeah, man. We need to have a private discussion about that, man, because I haven't seen that done yet.
Yeah, we're gonna get it popping. Like I said, our audio gonna match our motherfucking visual. You know what I'm saying? They probably trying to shut it down. Yeah, man, some weird shit going on back here, man. The whole panel just locked up and froze up. The whole panel, the whole Google panel. Now, think about that. What if I was using the Google Hangout to live stream? Can y'all hear me?
I can.
Yeah, okay, boy, y'all scared the brakes off. I thought it froze again. I'm like, oh, NASA's got you, boy. They done horned it. I'm talking about they done zoomed in on me with those megapixels. Yeah, man, it's going down, man. But yeah, that's what we trying to do, man. That's what we trying to do. You know, like I said, our audio gonna match our visuals, baby. Where the globe is at, man? I want to know what they think about this whole idea. If y'all a glober, come on in. Now, most of them don't really fool with me because they know I go off on their ass for that dumb shit. So they probably like, you know, we're gonna just ignore You've Been Exposed channel from here on out. Cause he called me a shithead. The chat is frozen on the screen. It is? All right. Appreciate it. Let me see if I can get it back, man. I don't know. I'm serious. I don't know what the fuck is going on because the audio is not distorted. Oh, the chat is up. What are you talking about? Let me refresh the chat and see if that helped. There we go. Y'all might be good now. You broke 11K. Congratulations, man. Yeah, man. When we hit 15,000 subscribers, we're doing a marathon, a raid marathon, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna try to pull off a 24-hour raid marathon. For 24 hours, we're gonna just raid everybody. I'm talking about everybody. I don't care if they acknowledge us or not. We're going to CNN, we're going to Fox, we're going to the gamer side of YouTube, we're going to the nerd side of YouTube, we're going to the crumb snatcher side of YouTube, we're going to the conscious community. I can't wait to go to the conscious community because I haven't seen nobody do that one yet. We're going to the suburbs part of YouTube. We're not playing, man. We're gonna pull off the ultimate raid. Real talk. How do we get in on this chat? I posted a link in the chat, brother. Just click it and you got it.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You real low. You real low. Sound like you muffled a little.
All right, I'm gonna back out until I get the better.
All right, brother. I was trying. Let me see if I can get RTV up in here. I know y'all fucks with RTV. Let me see if I can get RTV up in here, man. He told me if he ain't doing nothing, he'll pop in. So let me see. Let me go ahead and send the brother the link. That'd be cool if he pop in for a minute, for just a quick little second. Don't even have to be too long. It'd be cool.
Yeah, and if anybody else looking to get into the high altitude balloon kits, you should Google the Eagle Pro kit. Everything's come with it, minus the camera. You can pick the camera or your source, but it's best if you choose GoPro. You got to modify the lens because GoPro stock comes with a fisheye lens. You don't want that.
Yeah. You're right about that. You said let's do it with style. Yeah, we're gonna do it with style, man. What's the date date on the experiments. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna give out a specific date until we got everything we need. And once we get all the equipment that we need to do the experiment, we're gonna still take our time and make sure we got everything set up properly. Like I said, we only got one time to do this, and the way we want to do it, we want to do it to a point where it exposes not just the Earth being flat, but it exposes everything. We're gonna try to cover all grounds. You understand what I'm saying? So, hey, I mean, that's all I can say about that right now. You know, I think that'll be actually good for globe earthers and flat earthers simultaneously. I mean, you can't get mad at an experiment. Let's be real.
Yeah, and it's dope because we in numerous states. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. You down in Florida? You know, it's dope.
What do you do?
What's good with you, man? What's good with you?
Nothing. What's good with you?
I'm cooling, man. I'm cooling out right now, man. Just, you know, talking about the experiments a little bit, chopping it up with the Flat Earth family.
You said you wanted some Globers to come in and tell you what they think about your balloon thing. I'm not understanding. When y'all saying y'all checking when the ISS pass over, you don't want it to be directly over. You want it to be where you can see it from both balloons, right?
Right.
I got you. Okay. And y'all using balloons? You didn't, because a balloon, it'll take it a while to get up there. Why didn't y'all use rocket?
Is that
kind of expensive?
Hold on. Is that a donation, my brother?
No, rockets are causing a liability clause. We're trying to keep it realistic. If you use balloons and they come to flag us for balloons, they got to have the logistics to justify why they flagging balloons. You talking rockets and shit. We don't need rockets. We on to some shit right now with these balloons things. As long as they going up in all four directions, it ain't gonna take too long to show that this is an actual infinite flat plane.
Yeah, you got a point there. Yeah, because with them rockets, man, they you know, they'll shoot your shit out the sky. We thought it was a rocket from China. Like, what the fuck?
You know how much time you get for conspiracy? You better ask a drug dealer. They'll lock your ass under the prison for conspiracy.
Yeah, conspiracy. You conspire. Yeah, conspiracies. When you conspire, anytime they hit you with you conspiring to do
and
something.
With the rockets, I think you got to get a permit.
You got to get a permit. Yeah, you do. You do.
Oh, you got to get a permit. Well, okay, I understand that then.
Yeah, you got to get a permit and got to get permission, and then you don't know how they're gonna set a date for you to do it. That shit could be 6 months from today, and man, nah, ain't nobody got
to get a permit for the balloon since strapping stuff to it.
Yeah, but it ain't the same as shooting up a rocket.
Right.
It's not the same. It's a lot more.
Rockets, they just go up a lot faster than balloons. I mean, you're gonna be waiting a minute.
Yeah, but that's cool. Yeah, but you know what? I'm glad it's gonna take a little minute. You know why? Because I'm live streaming it, and that means everybody can enjoy the ride right along with it.
Yeah, it's about 1.5 hours to 2 hours flat.
Oh, that's a nice live stream then. Yeah, I'm gonna live stream the whole event, man. So you know, y'all gonna go on this journey with me, man. Y'all going on this journey with me. Can we get a balloon in Colombia? What you want me to send a balloon to South Carolina? Nah, man. Look, you with your peanut. We trying to figure that out now too, though. With see if we can if we be able to like get some cameras that actually got zoom on it, cause with a remote. But I don't know. That's gonna be too high. I don't think it's gonna be able to.
Are you familiar with David Kellum? He's a brother who he launches a lot of balloons on YouTube. If you can search him, he's pretty dope.
Yeah, do he have a show like zooming in and out and all that? Cause I don't know we're gonna be able to have a remote that'll reach that high.
He's not able to do that. But he used pretty sophisticated cameras. So I mean, you really don't even need all that extra stuff. You can do that yourself if you get the footage and you want to chop it up.
All right. But yeah, like I said, man, we're just trying to cover all angles. We're not gonna leave nothing, no loopholes for the Globers to try to say, oh nah, this is that. Nah, we're gonna take our time with this, and we're gonna make sure we do this shit right. You know what I'm saying?
But what the other guy said made a lot of sense when he said when the ISS passed over. I never thought of that. And as high as the balloon reaches, it should be able to see it from a distance.
Shit, the most clarifying aspect of this ideology is all of them going up simultaneously from 4 different angles. It doesn't have to go too high because the curvature cannot be invisible. We're talking about something that is practical and visible to the eyes. If this is a sphere, we're gonna find out real soon.
Yeah, right. Damn right. It's going down, but I know the globe heads like, please God. They don't even believe in God, but they go beg up this time. Please God, don't let the balloons launch happen. I can feel it, man. I can feel it, the breathing on my neck right now.
Yeah, and I was watching a stream from the other day with Brenda whatnot. It seemed like Brenda is a troll, man, because when you guys were mentioning a vacuum, it obviously wasn't a vacuum, and he knew it wasn't a vacuum. And he kept just literally saying it was a vacuum with people standing in, and you could tell the way how stuff wasn't strapped down, it wasn't a vacuum. Like, come on.
Yeah,
when you were being restreamed, Brenda was actually a mod for that restream the entire time.
You talk about the one she got destroyed on?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Let them promote that. The more people see how easy it is to destroy Glober, I'm down with that. I'm all for it. Keep on live streaming those demolishes, them body bags. Keep on live streaming them body bags, because it's going to reach out to people that don't know that she got a body.
Yeah, what about a vacuum?
Brenda was providing links to videos and was claiming that it was astronauts in a suit inside of a vacuum. But it clearly wasn't, because there was people inside the chamber with just regular clothes on. And I'm like, oh, come on, dude, where's the vacuum?
They didn't even turn the damn thing on. I'm like, and then it was in a different language.
Because it wasn't a vacuum. It was like an exercise type of thing just to see how the suit fits and adjusts. It had nothing to do with a vacuum.
Nothing to do with it.
Yeah, if they turned the vacuum on, that would have sucked her suit. That would have like pulled. It would have been like, it would have been way different.
That was.
Well, when they say in a vacuum, that just means there's no pressure, really.
Yeah, but that wasn't it though. She got bodied. It's as simple as that. We bodied.
What's going on, everybody?
What's good?
Yeah, the fact is there is no footage of an astronaut in a vacuum.
We bodied them, and
that's
we
on
zipped
Earth
them
at
up.
least.
But what they mean when they say a vacuum is that they mean there's no pressure, though. That's all they're saying. I mean,
yeah, no oxygen, the pressure and all that, just basically just like
when you go more than 12. Yeah, when you go more than 12,000 feet up, I mean, there's no pressure. So you.
Yeah, but you don't go inside of a vacuum and do pull-ups and twerk and do the Michael Jackson moonwalking shit. No, stop it.
I'm not sure what y'all was watching. I don't know.
We was watching the video she clicked on.
You know how they got a well like goes down in the ocean so deep that it holds the wells in the pressure of the ocean holds the actual body, it holds the well together, because when a well gets beached or gets too close or up too long, it'll start to like fall apart. Okay, so humans need that much pressure for their bodies to do the same, like with the atmospheric pressure or whatever that's around us right now, like how our bodies are put together. You take that away, there's going to be an effect.
Yeah, that's why when you were in space or when you go high in
why do they say when you're in space like we've been there?
When you're in space, or forget space. When you're high in that high in the atmosphere, you have to wear pressure. You can't run around without it. Well, except on planes. That's why planes are pressurized. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, certain pilots have to wear pressure suits as well, like a U2 pilot and stuff like that.
All right, somebody. We gotta make some room. We gotta make some room. Somebody try to get up there. All right, if you ain't gonna be talking, could you make some room so somebody can get on here, Glober?
Oh, I'm a Glober.
I know you are a Glober. I'm not talking. Hey, how you doing there? Yeah, I'm trying to get another Glober on.
Oh.
Yeah, Dred, I'll hop off.
All right, brother. All right, appreciate that.
Take it easy.
Neil, you want to get body bag too? That's cool. All right, hold on. Let me send a link out. You trying to get body bag? I don't know. Did you body bag? I mean, that's like you want to take a loss, another loss, a L, a loaf. You don't know the terminology? Oh, okay.
The thing that I don't get, Gary, is this: if we went to space supposedly, then how do all the people who go to the depth of the ocean, they go, a few thousand feet, and they can't even take it? Their brain will explode. So if you're just going a few hundred feet, maybe 1,000 barely, and you're in water, then how the hell can we, do doom buggies on the moon, and we can barely make it to the atmosphere? You know what I'm saying? So if human beings can barely take it here, what makes you think we can take it up in space?
Well, because in the ocean there's like 100 bars, like 100 atmospheric pressures on it, because there's a lot of pressure under the ocean. When you're in space, it's only.
What is space then? Is it plasma? Is it dark matter? That's what I'm saying. There's all these questions to these things, because if we knew 100%, we would be able to do that here on Earth. We would be able to replicate.
Well, space is a vacuum.
No, that's what I mean. The vacuum. You guys say vacuum like you don't know what a vacuum is. It sucks things up instantly. That's what it means.
The vacuum.
Imagine the ocean being the same vacuum that it just crushes you instantly. That's what a vacuum is. It's just sucking, crushing. It's imploding. It's imploding essentially.
No, a vacuum is just a lack of air.
A lack of air that you have to ultimately fill up. So if this it's basically like saying space is like void. It's like a void.
Anyway, yeah.
It's like infinite a space. So if I go out there, it's gonna tear me to shreds trying to fill that void.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you look at it. So even in a spacesuit, you know what would happen to that spacesuit? The spacesuit would get ripped apart. Y'all, what they're saying is they create a spacesuit like they hold on, somebody jumping in with the mic not muted. What's going on? Come on.
My bad.
Come on, guys.
Did the other Glover ever make it to the panel?
Brother, I was in the middle of talking.
I just said that no pressure is just the lack of air. You're wrong. It's a combination of that.
Yeah, hold on. Can I finish my point? All right. So, but basically what NASA is claiming that they done, they claiming that they created a suit that's stronger than a Man of Steel. I'm talking about Superman. You know, because that suit would just fall apart itself. Because you would bust out of the motherfucker.
Well, no, they just have to make a suit that the fabric can withstand the pressure difference.
We have no fabric. If that, well, why we don't have regular shirts, pants, and shoes made of that same fabric since it's so strong? That shit would protect us from all kind of shit, wouldn't it? Radiation. I'm being real. Why we don't wear that? Why don't we have that type of material on regular clothing? Where people that work around highly radiated areas or stuff like that. I would just put on something like that, right? If you could do it in space, you could do it on Earth. Nah.
Oh, I mean, the reason why we don't have it like everywhere is because the fabric's so expensive.
How can it be expensive? What's it made of? Something we don't have much of or something? We only got 3 pounds of it?
No, I mean, it's just, I don't know what it's made out of, but it's just, you know, it should grow on trees, you know, it takes a lot of work to, you know.
You know, it only takes a person to sit down and do that, you know?
It sounds like you pulled it out your ass, man.
That's a few $1 million.
Right. Near, can I ask you
I have a question. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Y'all probably answered it already, but have they been tested down here on Earth with different types of atmospheric pressure and pounds of air pressure or whatever to any type of material that they use on these astronauts to make sure it's safe to use in a vacuum? Have anybody ever tested that yet?
Probably not. They can barely navigate the entire seafloor.
Yeah, they test in water.
That's what I'm saying. So how are we even sending people
in water
space?
With their suits and stuff, and they can't even go that far in water with any material we have now.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, how in the world are we sending people in space and they really haven't even tested the equipment as far as to reach certain temperatures, to withstand certain heat temperatures, certain cold temperatures, certain air pressure or whatever. You know what I mean?
I mean, the thing that's funny is that these suits, you know what I'm saying, these suits are supposed to handle vacuums and landing on, you know, celestial bodies. But yeah, you put it near lava and it just lights up on fire. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't add up.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Put it in Antarctica, like in 200 below, and see if the guy don't freeze inside of it. But I was going to ask Near if we can go to the moon, right? If 400,000 some miles away, right? And then like 400,000 miles back.
238,000.
238 there, 238 back. Okay, so 238,000. I'll just give you the half of that. I'll make it better for you. Okay, so we can go 238,000 miles in a rocket to get to the moon, right? No problem. Just quick as, you know, within a couple years of just having the people over here, boom, bam, done. Probably within a year, maybe 6 months. I don't know. It's pretty quick happening. So we went 238,000 miles, but we can't fly 25,000 miles continuously to video the Earth. I don't understand that. I don't understand how that flight would have ever been made before a 25,000 mile in circumference flight. How does that make sense to you?
So you're asking, like, why was it going so fast? Is that
no? I'm asking you, if you can get in your car and drive 400,000 miles, you can drive 200,000 miles that way and 200,000 miles back, right? Mm-hmm. But this Earth is only 25,000 miles in circumference. Why would you need to drive 400,000 miles to find out the Earth is 25,000 miles in circumference when 25,000 miles is a lot quicker to get around? Do you get that?
Well, when they went to the moon, they weren't trying to prove the Earth was a globe. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I'm saying it's the only
regardless, you know, near the amount of time, the amount of effort, 25,000 miles would have been way easier to worry about first before ever going to the moon. You understand that?
Yeah, but they weren't going to the moon to find the Earth was a sphere. They went to the moon because of X amount of reasons.
What I'm saying is, if you're a scientist and you got to come up with all this money, all this new technology, and all this stuff, right, to make it 400,000 miles, wouldn't it have been easier for you to try it first with 25,000 and prove to the people what they live on and then go to the moon?
What was the question? Like,
God damn, body bag already. God damn, that was a quick body bag. Answer the question.
Hey, yo, Near.
I'm trying to understand the question.
Near, let me interject as I agree with Brandon and allow me to retort and zip you up. According to all the fabrics and the materials and blase of any Glober wants to say about NASA astronaut suits and everything, one thing that none of us has mastered is the human brain. And that is how we know, flat earthers know, that there's been no human body outside of the globe. The human brain, once it begins to lack oxygen, because the brain floats in water, and you know if it rattles off the side of your head from me knocking your ass out, you instantly pass away from unconscious. Same thing as you elevate up. It is not the suit that they have to master. They have to master neurology, because when oxygen begins to replenish out of the human brain, it takes less than a millisecond before you lose perception of things.
Exactly.
Stay with when it comes to mitochondria, which is one of the smallest cells more than all the cells in your body. Mitochondria, it replenishes off the oxygen you breathe. Respiratory system. Brandon was correct. As they're called saturation divers, the ones who mine oil on the bottom of seabeds, they would have to recalibrate their respiratory system in order to breathe helium instead of oxygen, because they will implode as they go down. Now, everything you Glovers say, you guys are always scheming over some shit like landmines, and you already know that I already know there has never been a human being in space. You know that is true, so you can close your book and you can cut off Google, because I zipped you up. According to neurology and mitochondria, the way oxygen works, when the oxygen begins to deplenish because mitochondria begins to stop sucking oxygen, you begin to wrinkle. It's called aging, advanced glycation end product in biology. Look it up.
Ew, wait. Near, go ahead. No, I don't want nobody to talk. I want Near to rebuttal. Go ahead, my brother. And shout out to the boy Low Freak doing his thing once again.
Okay, when you say no person has been into space, you mean a vacuum or just a spacesuit?
I'm going to use
are
the
you?
term
Oh, no. Don't let him.
You said a vacuum in regards of less oxygen. That's what you said. According to Brandon, you said the vacuum, you used it in simplicity. You said, okay, less oxygen. So my rebuttal is lesser oxygen. According to neurology, your ass will pass the fuck out.
Yeah, that's true. If you don't have any oxygen, you're gonna suffocate.
And so how can you explain a human brain on the moon?
On the moon, they have oxygen in their spacesuit.
Okay, hold on. I want to hit them with the traditional.
Hold on, stop. Let the brothers build. Let them finish.
So what you're saying, in this vacuum that has less oxygen, we have learned how to create human oxygen that we can breathe at 100%, that our respiratory system will not collapse. Is that what you're telling me right now?
Well, why would your respiratory system collapse?
Listen very carefully. I'm going to say it one more time. It's very simple. Humans breathe oxygen. When we elevate up, the less oxygen, according to your vac theory, less oxygen. Common sense, right? Human brain floats in what? Water. Common sense. Put it together. Use the water, use the brain, use the elevation. You'll understand what I'm saying. I'm not being complex, brother. You cannot leave this motherfucker, because according to the human brain, it's called the vagus nervous system. The vagus nervous system connects the human heart to the human brain, and the human heart tells the human brain through time cell perceptions how to respond according to arousal. So as you leave the earth, you collapse the vagus nervous system and you compromise the respiratory system. Ask you again, less oxygen. How is it possible for the human brain or the human to create oxygen that we can breathe to go to the moon and back?
Oh, they bring their own oxygen.
Hey, you know what? You win. I forfeit.
What?
Jesus Christ. He don't understand. I think he don't know. He don't have an answer for you, so he just talking now. All that you said, he don't have. That's sad though that you can't answer him.
No, NASA brings their own oxygen to the moon. It's that simple.
We bring our own oxygen. Look, I can halfway understand what you're saying, because China is selling oxygen. If China is able to sell oxygen by the cartridge, which I find this to be true, it's not the same algorithm when it comes to the analogy that you're using, because we're going up. We're leaving the atmosphere. We're leaving the environment. Our equilibrium system and our perception will be compromised. How hard have you ever been on a fucking roller coaster? Have you ever been on a Have you ever been in a car wreck and you try to convince me a motherfucker been to the moon? Get the fuck off the panel.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. You tripping.
And yo, what he's talking about is oxygen toxicity, which is, too much oxygen can poison you and it can cause seizures and all types of stuff. He's saying without the atmosphere and all that concentrated oxygen, how are they even surviving with that? Because people miss that too with the oxygen toxicity. You can Google that.
No, the problem is Near is so, I hate to use this term, but he's very simple-minded in that field. Listen to what he said. No, they just bring oxygen. Brother, it's beyond just that, what you're saying. They just take their own oxygen with them. Like, bro, when you talk like that from after Low Freak said what he said, and if that's your answer, I'm not going to say, you need to drop out of school. Most dumbasses would be like, boy, stay in school. No, school is what fucks you up, because there's no way that you would answer like that. There's no way. Did you even understand what let me ask him before I even go there with him. Did you understand at least 50% of what Low Freak was saying to you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you understand, explain. Let me see. I'm gonna test you now. Explain to me what Freak was talking about. At least half of what he was talking about.
So, like, if you don't have any oxygen to your brain, then your respiratory system and nervous system starts to shut down and stuff.
Okay.
And then when you leave Earth, you leave like the atmosphere. So, like, how can it work when you're in space, like, out of your equilibrium and stuff?
Right. You're on the right page. Thank you. Ooh, at least you're on the right path. You're not quite all the way there, but you're close enough. Okay.
Okay, so Near, think about this for a minute, right? So all the guys who dig oil underwater, right? They have to use helium because the oxygen is too poisonous after a while, and they're only there for a few hours, right? So if you're going to space, you're obviously going to be there for as long as possible. So that's what's going on, is that the human condition is compromised on an extreme level, So if people underwater can barely do it, and they're not even that deep, imagine people who are going to other bodies.
See, Team Brandon told you.
Is that a liquid that they're breathing, Brandon? Do you know about it's like a pinkish liquid, like the liquid that you breathe when you're in like the womb of the mother? Because the babies actually breathe liquid before they come out. They're actually breathing liquid in. It's like a liquid form of oxygen.
I mean, blood just carries oxygen altogether, so it's one of those things where you need everything. You need everything to answer it. You know what I'm saying?
Hemoglobin, correct? Yep.
Well, I think what I'm saying is like when they go certain depths in the ocean, they use a special liquid to breathe. Yeah. Plus that helium that you're talking about. Yeah.
They can't even fart. They have to
hold on. What you say? Hold on. Go ahead, Freak.
When they go in the depths of the ocean, they have to do it in sections and very slow, because they can't even fart or burp. Literally, you can't even do none of that. You can't even make a pit fart with your arm because of the carbon that what we breathe out. What we breathe out basically lets us know from the depth. You know what I'm saying? We're just a time bomb. If you sink too fast, your ass will blow up, and if you rise up too fast, your ass will blow up. So they do it real slow. But like Brandon said, they cannot stay down there not long at all. But it's the same effect on the human brain, but we're going up. So when they show us this moon landing and the guy's out there with this uniform, this suit, and he's flipping cartwheels and shit, doing donuts and all that, right? We have to ask ourselves, like, did they master what they say themselves in science, that neurology is the universe on Earth? So how in the fuck did they build, create, or do whatever to this astronaut uniform that can actually give hemoglobin to the red blood cell, like Brandon is saying? Hemoglobin is the oxygen blood transporter. They also carry iron, but we're talking oxygen. How in the fuck did they be able to build this type of technology that can give the exact fucking amount that we need in order for us to be compromised? That's why they always tell you, we've been so high, but then they show you the bullshit composites. It's like, damn, if you stick with what we're saying, it's not us saying it. We're just giving them back what they told us, and you guys are just making it seem like we're just like losing our minds, and we're not.
And you know what? And the problem is, I want to ask Near this one. If they have to do this in sections when they going below, wouldn't they have to do this in section going above? How the fuck do they shoot a rocket non-stop? There is no sections. They just do it non-stop. How the hell they keep from dying?
Well, because the air is kept in the capsule.
Fuck the air. What are you talking about? The air has nothing to do with that at all. Yeah. No, it does not. Because the pressure. Okay, so they should be able to do that going underneath the water too. You do know that, right? Non-stop, not in section. They still have to go in sections. And the oxygen, or what you're talking about, is actually keeping them alive. Why they can't just go straight down? If the oxygen is the most valuable thing they have, and it shouldn't have no effect on them then. So why they still have to take their time going below if this so-called oxygen? Because I'm telling you, if they can do it above, they should be able to do it below. Yes or no? Non-stop, not in section.
Yeah, it's not, the reason why they have to do it in sections when they go underwater is because there's a change in pressure as you go down.
Yeah, there's going to be a change in pressure when you go above too.
Well, if you're in the spacecraft, then there won't be.
Oh my God, this guy's a...
Near, you're missing the whole argument.
God, this dude is an idiot. What the fuck?
Near, you keep using outside external devices. Near, this is very clear. Don't use external devices. It's the human body that we're trying to explain to you that is compromising and dying, that can't make it. Not the external device. Oh, it's the air, it's the gas. It's not an external device. You know what I'm saying?
Because when you're in a rocket...
What about the outside of a rocket then? What the fuck is it made out? Hold on. What the fuck is the rocket made out of? Because when you change, why is it not affecting the outside of it? The atmosphere is not on the outside of the goddamn ship. So what is keeping that shit intact? Oh, the ship is made out of the same shit the spacesuit is made out of, huh? Oh, I got it. We they have an aura around the ship where the whole entire ship, even the outside of the ship, has some of that some of the earth with it, right? Atmosphere of the earth. So what's keeping the ship on the outside intact? What is it made out of?
I don't know what it's made out of.
Oh, okay.
Probably some metal.
Metal, yeah, metal.
Kind of tinfoil. If you look at it, it's tinfoil.
Yeah, oxygen is keeping the goddamn spaceship from...
Of course we know it's made out of metal, but what type of metal or alloy?
Adamantium, probably.
The truth is he can't answer it, man. And we have to go if the pressure changes below, which in fact also changes above. How come they are allowed to just fly right through it, not go in sections, just go right through it? And the different, you said oxygen. Apparently they don't have oxygen when they're in those goddamn, when they going below. They don't have oxygen. I want to know, they still have oxygen too, right? So why they still have to go in sections?
The deepest we ever go, we've been to the lowest of the low. The deepest we ever go, we find fish, and those fish are called flatfish, and all those fish are flat in the motherfucker.
Wait, if you're in a rocket, okay, and you go into space, the pressure inside the capsule won't change, so therefore you won't have to go in sections.
The circadian rhythm of the body will change. Near.
So wait. So when you go deep into the water, the pressure of the suit that you're wearing inside of that suit changes?
We're not inside, the outside.
Oh, not inside, but the outside, right?
Yeah, the outside, the pressure changes.
Oh, the outside. So.
Oh, no, wait, no.
Wait. We got a problem. I hope you know that, Near, because I'm about to use what you said against you. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm about to. Yeah, Houston, we have a major problem. I'm using what you just said against you. Go ahead, finish it.
Wait, are you talking about in a
all right. So if the oxygen, hold on. You said when you go below, we're talking about in the depths of the ocean. Is it not oxygen inside of those suits so they can breathe? Oxygen. Right. Yeah. Okay. Even though it's oxygen inside of those suits, does the pressure inside of the suits where the oxygen is at, does the pressure change inside of the suit?
Oh, inside. Oh no.
It doesn't. So why do they have to go in sections if the oxygen or the pressure inside of the suits do not change regardless of what happens around them? Why they still have to go in
sections when they were like doing free diving without a suit?
No, now you don't see. It proves that you don't know what you're talking about.
No, I don't know.
Imagine this. Imagine you're.
Hold on, Brandon, stop, please. We're building here. All right. So Near. Now you just sat there and said, I don't know what are you talking about. But if the oxygen inside of the suit does not change, it shouldn't matter what happens on the outside because I'm gonna be safe. Anybody with the suit on will be safe. The outside can change all it fucking wants, but we still go in sections. We have to because we will implode. But when it comes to space, we should have to do the exact same thing. Just like you said, the oxygen inside of the suit or the pressure inside of the suit doesn't change, but everything outside of it does. Do you not realize that that's the exact same thing happens when you're going into space, right? The same thing happens. So why we don't go in sections? We can just fly right through it. The oxygen will not stop. No, the oxygen. If anything, what will happen? The shuttle will crush. It wouldn't matter. The shuttle will crush because of the changes from Earth to space. There's different layers of changes that happens. We should be going in sections. All right, guys, we're at a certain altitude. And then we take our time. We have to I don't know. They have to transport over to another ship. I don't know, but we should be taking step by step by step, just like we do in the fucking ocean, man. And there's something fishy about that. Now, I use what you said against you. If that's true, and what you're saying about when we go in the depths of the sea is true, it should apply to when we leave out into space. We could go and we could go into space as long as we take that oxygen with us. We should be going to the deepest of the depth of the ocean as long as we got the oxygen with us. Do you get it now?
Yeah, but when you're in the ocean and 1,000 feet down, the pressure difference is so great. But when you're in space, it's only about a 1 atmospheric pressure of difference. But when you're in the ocean,
you just don't care that you're getting bodied.
That's all the way wrong. Because one thing, a nuclear submarine can only stay submerged for 90 days. That's it. Until it has to surface, only not for food supplies, it's to release the toxicity too. That's the key to everything. The same reason divers, unless they can put a man in a spacesuit and take him to the NASA little pool and he stays up under there for weeks or months, then I believe it. But they can't do that.
And here's another flaw.
He said submarines don't go in sections. Who the fuck talking about a submarine? Are they high?
No, I mentioned the submarine. I said it can only stay up under the water for 90 days max. Any submarine, nuclear, diesel, whatever.
But we're still comparing everything to human body. It's the human physiology that's compromised. It's called the circadian rhythm. Everything's on a rhythm. You know what I mean? The deeper you go, you fucking start fucking up and going crazy. The higher you go, it's called the circadian rhythm.
It's the exact
on a rhythm. It's on a frequency. And you fucked it up when you try to explain this globe, Earth, fucking universe shit. And they miss everything. They say, oh, it's the submarine, or it's this, or it's this, or it's this. It's the human body. What part are you missing that here? If I put your ass in the most advanced Z2 fucking astronaut suit, shot your ass in the universe, it wouldn't matter because your fucking brain will fail. Not suit, the brain. Get it right. Goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, central nervous system. That's what it shut down, is the nervous system.
If you think about it, right? When we were going to the moon, we went 25,000 miles per hour.
The cardiovascular, all of that shuts down. The whole circadian rhythm shut down.
Right.
Yo, Nir, hold on. We got a question. Hey, Nir, why does your ears pop when you're in the plane? Simple question.
Change in pressure.
Change in pressure.
There's a change in pressure. Yeah.
Right. Change in pressure. Right. You think that happens when we're in the space? When we're in a rocket?
Not that much, but not really. No.
So you think that when we're inside of a rocket going out to space, you think that doesn't happen?
You were doing good, Nir. You were doing good.
Oh, you say no? It doesn't happen?
Maybe slightly, but overall, it wouldn't change. It wouldn't be noticeable.
It wouldn't be noticeable. Wait. Wait, hold on.
Say something to me?
All right, go ahead.
So, can I ask a question real quick?
No, one at a time.
Can I say one thing to him?
Go ahead.
Guinness Book of World Records, speed test, and everything else. Guinness Book of World Records, I don't know exactly how truthful they are to the 100 extent, but most of the time they record stuff and shit like that. But Guinness Book of World Records will make it real easy for them to understand the speed that a human can go and all kinds of shit.
No, man, you forgot we got oxygen inside of there, so it doesn't matter.
If you think about it like this, it took us to go to the moon. It was 25,000 miles. 25,000 per hour that we were going. So we're going about 7 miles a second almost. So imagine all that G-force that these guys had to endure, right? You know what I'm saying? If you're in like high...
Listen, y'all need to watch a video on YouTube that already exposed the so-called how many miles per hour they're going. It is a lot too. When they're supposed to be going so many miles per hour, and then they ended up in space, somebody calculated the time it would take traveling at this speed at these many miles per hour, where it clearly showed that they got into space like half of the damn time. It is so bad, yo. It is so bad. Like, people are actually calculating the miles per hour, the time, and everything. It is fugazi. They are blatantly lying, yo. That's why I'm not. What? Space? That's why I'm not dealing with that shit, dude. I'm talking about when they literally timed it. They didn't stop. It's documented.
They're gonna say they caught a jet stream or something. You got something for that.
No. You gotta remember when they shoot the rocket up, they're talking and telling you how far they are and all that, and telling you how fast they're, how high they're up and how far, how fast they got there. And then they had a little counter, NASA's little counter, and it was flawed. Somebody else had their own counter, and you can see it, dude. When they said they got into space and how long it took them to get in space, dude, they could literally get from Earth to space in like a few minutes, like maybe a minute or two. So it was bad. It was really bad.
It's crazy because you look at a regular jet and the 1G force will make the guy black out. You know what I'm saying? That's 1G. Imagine going to space.
Well, that's why I said
Hey, you ever notice? Hold on. Let me tell you. When you ever notice that when you see a rocket take off, be honest, it look like it's going slower than a motherfucker. Am I lying about that?
Yeah, it's slow.
It's slower than a motherfucker, but yet they're telling you how fast. But how fast? Hold on.
I can piss faster than a rocket be taking off.
They go slower than a motherfucker, but how fast they claim that bitch going though? Tell the truth, dog.
17,000.
Y'all believe?
17,500 miles an hour.
Come on, man. Come on. We gotta stop talking over each other. Listen, when that bitch take off, I can show a video right now of a takeoff.
No different than a passenger jet, man. You gotta, it makes sense. If it's going 17,000 some miles an hour, it should be going way faster than that.
You know how fast, and you can't use the terminology that, well, you can't see the 1,000 miles per hour on the Earth because it's so big. Well, what about a space shuttle? The space shuttle ain't the size of the Earth, motherfucker. So why is that shit going so slow? If it's going at 7.
Why is the space shuttle going so slow?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Why is it going so slow?
Well, during launch, it's going slow, but as it's going into the atmosphere, it accelerates.
During launch, it tells you how fast it's going. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Go ahead, lie for NASA. It tells you how fast it's going when it first take off. So why is it going so slow? Yeah, I'm gonna see if you troll me now.
Yo, Near, what do you think about SpaceX's rockets that launch?
Now let Near answer that question.
All right, y'all want me to roll the beam footage? They asking for the beam footage.
And if Near get it, I'm gonna tell him it's real or not. You answer the question, Near, because it's real simple.
I got a video to share myself.
Why does the rocket take off slow like that?
No, I'm not. That's not the question that I'm asking. I said why why does it look like the rocket is going so slow when they're telling you how fast it's actually going? When they tell me that the rocket is going at 17,000 or whatever, I see right now. I'm gonna put a rocket up. I'm gonna put footage up. They telling me it's going so many thousand.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, when they going so many miles per hour, you understand what I'm saying? Even when you calculate that speed from the time and how long it will actually take at a certain speed to get to space, the calculations does not add up, man. They're getting to space faster than they claim that. Basically, I think the video that I'm gonna pull up, they have to be going at the speed of light or something to get there that fast. Do y'all see a rocket go? Yes. What? Yes. What? Do y'all ever seen a rocket go the speed of light? No. We don't have no rockets that does that. But that's what they're telling us. They're telling us like this rocket is that fast.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like 10 times the faster sound.
But hold on.
You know what's funny?
Near gonna answer the question.
You ever see an amateur rocket? How fast it reaches it compared to the rockets they launch?
They got a rocket. Don't they got
I've seen an amateur rocket on YouTube get there like no time.
The weight is no comparison.
They take off.
When the amateur rockets, they're accelerating.
Hold on, the weight don't mean shit. Let me tell you why. If I got a 18 wheeler doing 85 miles per hour, and I got a Hyundai doing 85 miles per hour, will they not be going the exact same speed, even though one way more than the other? Thank you. Thank you. My case closed.
They be going the same speed.
They be going the exact same speed, but if we go by the terminology of a rocket, the truck, the 18-wheeler should be getting smoked, even though they're going the exact same speed. The weight don't have nothing to do with it. They telling me that this object is moving this many miles per hour, that object should move, or you can see that object move at this many miles per hour. They tell me that a rocket is about to shoot up into space that's the size of my cell phone at 1,000 miles per hour, and you show me NASA and they saying that motherfucker is going at 1,000 miles per hour, they both should get there exactly the same time because they're covering the same mileage and the same speed. It's just point blank period. You cannot damage control that. So the weight is not going to change that.
Your point is valid. What they was talking about wasn't that. Your point, what you just said, is valid. But what he was talking about, comparing the speed of an amateur rocket with the speed of a rocket that size, you can't compare because it's going to take way more thrust to get that big rocket up to that speed. With a small rocket, it's going to be way easier to get to a quicker speed.
Now, going from 0 to 60, that's different.
Everything Fred said is valid.
And can I say something real quick about, to reiterate what y'all talking about? It's like, now they say that the rockets take off at 17,005, right?
What was that?
Right? And then the ISS is also going around at 17,500, right? But when people claim that they see the ISS, they say they see that it's like a streak in the sky or whatever. But yeah, when the rockets take off at that same speed, it's going slow as hell. Help me understand. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
Well, when
the rocket don't take off at that speed.
Yeah.
No.
I don't understand.
They show the problem. My problem is with the whole thing is they show the speed of the rocket taking off. They show you the speed, and even when they showing it to you, it doesn't even make sense because you know when it blasted and started going up, you can see the damn numbers like start flickering. I'm like 500, 600 miles. I'm like, what the bitch? You ain't even leave the earth good, yeah? You ain't 600 miles. You're not
650 is what?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's all they can go, Dread. Each motor, listen, if you take one motor and you can go 650 miles an hour with that one motor, and you put 4 motors together, like they explain it, kind of, right? You guys with me? You put 4 of these motors together. They're all going to go 650 miles an hour top speed. It doesn't matter how many you add together. Their top speed is 650 miles an hour, right?
Right.
The only difference is
they just got a lot of them. Quicker. Right. They just got. But they need enough torque to lift the motherfucker. We understand. We all know that. But my brother is right. Dem is right. It doesn't matter how many they put on there. They're still gonna have the same max speed.
The only difference is you're gonna get you that max speed quicker.
Quicker. Right.
Yo, Near, what do you think about SpaceX rockets? They go up and they come back down. You think that's plausible?
Yeah.
They just shoot up and then they do in space. They do a bunch of cool shit in space. Come back and land in the ocean.
Yeah, I mean they use like gambling, engine gambling, and
yeah, they gambling all right.
Wait, so you're saying everything's spinning?
They gambling with our money, y'all.
They're, you know what I'm saying? And these rockets go up and they come back like in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
They're playing Russian roulette with our money, and we're the test dummies.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. We should have these rockets just shooting the moon back and forth every day. We should have like hundreds of them shooting to the moon and back, like in Star Wars, right?
SpaceX is just an upgraded front, man. They have to get permit. Everything they do has to get permitted by NASA anyway.
That's what I'm saying. If these things can go back and forth,
we should, but they destroyed that technology. Remember?
No, the biggest problem is we can go back and forth, but how much fuel and all that shit to take a little ass bit of payload?
Here we go. I found it.
It's not working. That's the problem. I need to find a rocket that's stronger that can take shit really up there. You take up there and
how can you determine?
Space shuttle no more to really take shit up there. The space shuttle used to take shit up there with big payloads. These rockets can't do that.
I want to know how they determined an amount of gas to go somewhere that we've never been. Does that make sense?
Math.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
because everything, weather, and all that.
All right.
And
I'm gonna share my screen right quick. This is this is pathetic and it's fucking hilarious. All right, you see the speed. You see how they got the speeds and the altitude, right? Yeah. That's what they did. They took this and they timed it themselves. But look how high this rocket is, right? I already know that this fake anyway. Look how high the rocket is, but look how fast this rocket is going. But look how high it is.
Yeah.
Y'all think that actually this is the correct speed for how fast it's supposed to be going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is almost 500 going that slow.
Well, I mean, there's nothing like relative to like show the speed, but yeah.
What do you mean nothing relative to show the speed? We're looking right at it. What are you talking about?
As in if like
there is it have a good argument. It's like an airplane when you look in the sky. You think that motherfucker floating, but it's going probably like 400 or 500 miles an hour because it's.
That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. It ain't a perception. That's dumb people. That's dumb talk. When you see a plane, common sense, you know that a plane is flying fast as hell. Yes. Because when you're driving in a car, you know how many miles you're going per hour. And when you look up in the sky, you can see clearly that plane is covering way more land mass in a quicker a time stamp than a car would. That's common sense. Okay. Now when you look at this goddamn rocket, when they're telling you that this bitch is going, how fast a plane go anyway? A plane can go up to how fast?
That's like
about 500, right? How much you say about 500?
That's the point.
A plane. When you look at a plane,
they can give you a speed.
Hold on. When you look at a plane, but let's use this then, Ed. When you're looking at a plane, even still, a plane is flying faster than this across the sky.
Dread, I'm with you. This is how they can do this, because when you look at an object like a plane in the sky high above, it looks like it's floating because of how far you're looking and there's nothing going. The plane is not passing nothing. You can see how quick it's passing it, so they can can give you a number. And from that, what I just said, it's going to be hard for you to definitively say it's not going that speed, because they're going to say, well, the distance it is, and there's nothing next to it relative to the speeds for you to show you. That's why they're giving you these numbers, and you're going to have to kind of like go along with what they're going to say. That's the point of what I'm saying. What you're saying is valid. They're giving you that because of what I'm saying. You can't really define a question mentally. You know that, but to actually see that.
I see what you're saying. And you know what's crazy? I want to point this out. You notice that you never see the rocket go faster and faster and faster. It always looks like it's going at one speed, but yet they're telling you right now. We're looking at the screen. It's saying it's going at 1,000 miles, 1,000 kilomiles an hour, but the speed is the exact same. It has not changed one bit. When you see something pick up speed, that's just like a jet. When you're looking at a fighter jet, you can see no matter how high it is, you see when that bitch pick up speed. Am I wrong about that? When they adjust that speed, that bitch take off, that bitch is moving. This motherfucker is supposed to be doing 1,000 kilomiles, but yet it's still just going the same speed. Come on, folks.
And then, like when it first come off, when it first take off, that slowness, that's gathering the momentum to get it. Once you get to a certain height, that weight of the fuel, that's gone. That's being burnt. So it's supposed to be double thing. It's supposed to be the pressure, the force, and since it's getting lighter and lighter and lighter, it's supposed to push it even faster. So like Dre said, why would it take off when it get to a certain speed? We just see that same gradual. You're supposed to see it get faster and faster, losing your sight faster and faster. Not that same gradual. Okay, and I'm gonna turn, and it doesn't make sense. You know, like Dre said, it's supposed to go faster and faster and faster, but you never see that.
Yo, Dre, you want to know another thing I wondered about? Why the bent trajectory as well? Before the reusable rockets, why not retrofit them with sensors or probe little labs or something and just let them go straight up and let them keep going? Maybe retrofit them with cameras and get a good picture of Earth as it leaves orbit. I mean, why just let them crash in the ocean? It's like they're avoiding hitting something.
Why is they putting cameras on them things? Y'all didn't see that shit when they're not putting the cameras actually on the actual space shuttle. They're putting the cameras on the rockets that break away from it and fall down back to Earth. Why the fuck you got a camera on there?
I don't know.
That's the way.
So we spend our money for them to put cameras on rockets that's gonna crash to Earth. Well, you know what? Put the listen now.
I said why not retrofit them with the cameras and
put the fuck thing. You know what somebody told me? The reason why they probably don't put the camera on the actual shuttle is because they got people inside the shuttle. They probably got cameras inside the shuttle. What the fuck? That.
But the reason why they put the cameras on the inner thing, they say to make sure it's a clean break and make sure that if there's any debris or anything like that, they can see it like from the debris when the shuttle came back in and all that little weird shit.
What debris?
They'll give you a good reason that makes sense.
There is no debris. Why we never see this fucking debris from a satellite then? What happened to all that debris in space? Huh?
They give you the reason for everything.
Have anybody? Let me ask Nir. Have you ever seen a asteroid or a meteor from a satellite?
No.
I wonder how they maneuver these so-called thousands of satellites around all these tons of space out there.
No, the brother said
it's never an accident.
The brother just said you shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to.
But there are pictures out there, Nir.
Oh yeah,
we have put a probe. We have ran a probe into an asteroid or one of them things before. We took pictures, ran right into it.
Why did he just say you shouldn't be able to see one? Why did he just say that?
Oh yeah, from like a normal low Earth satellite orbiting like the Earth, but there are some satellite that takes pictures of asteroids that are built to.
Oh, it's built to.
I'm saying we sent one and
we
ran into one. We really crashed it into one.
Yeah, there's one chilling on an
Look it up
somewhere, supposedly.
Yeah,
it's on the actual asteroid. It's just chilling on it.
Bro, I am about to choke myself.
Man, I don't know how they did that. That satellite must have been lucky.
Yo, Ed, I want to apologize to my brother Ed because I kind of got sometimes I get down on you for going off. I'm sorry. I got to apologize apologize, brother. Now I understand where you're coming from.
Just now?
No. I'm apologizing for the times that I had, you know, be like, yo, Ed, chill out. I'm apologizing. I'm talking about in the past. I'm apologizing because you know what? I know exactly how you feel, and I'm like 2 seconds away of choking my own self to death live on camera. So I want to publicly apologize to Ed, and from here on out, when Ed snap, he can snap all he fucking want. I'm not saying shit.
Oh, I snap. You see,
because
people see I ain't
understand that, but the door is open because the shit that
no more.
But the shit I feel.
Talk. I'm learning. I'm learning.
I understand that, but I'm letting you know the door's open just in case, because this shit, the way I feel right now, you actually was being easy on your worst day. So, bro, I'm telling you, I feel like choking myself to death right now. This is bad. So I know how you feel, man. I know how you feel.
And it's on that sativa shit. That's what
this is not cool, man.
I go back and forth. Indica, sativa, hybrid. I go back and forth.
Oh, for sure. I think.
But don't do the chemical stuff, y'all. I'm talking to adults only. Do not do that chemical stuff. That is y'all gonna 20 years from now, y'all gonna be whatever happened to your body. Then we gonna know what's gonna happen to y'all. They don't know what the anything that's chemical use the vape. They have no idea what's that gonna do to your body. No idea at all. That's just something new they had created to make money, y'all. So if you're gonna do it naturally. That's my thing.
Yeah, I feel
I agree
Amen to that.
I agree with the brother Ed.
Have you guys seen that those pounds of weed on the ISS?
What?
They just like have pounds of weed supposedly with them. You guys seen those videos? I saw on journalism, they have like all these drugs with them up there, and they have pounds of weed up there just in bricks floating around. I'm like, what do you?
Yeah, they got the fire in front of the face, like.
How do you blaze up a fire in space? Wait, does the smoke like levitate, or how does that work?
I'm gonna look that up. How do you start? Oh, why you do that?
The ISS is popping, dude. That's where it's at.
I want to get off the live stream right now and start researching that. God damn, why you do that? I never really. Damn.
Which one's faster, Near? The fastest rocket car on Earth, land driven, or a rocket going up?
Rocket going up.
And at the Lake LA run?
You're wrong. Going ground wise, the rocket car goes faster than the rocket going upward, fighting you know what I mean? Fighting its way up through friction and stuff. It's got to fight through.
You mean like a regular like satellite launch, or what are you talking? Like what kind of rocket launch?
I'm talking about the rocket that takes them to the moon. When you see it leave, like Dredd was telling you, and how slow it goes and how you watch it, when you see that car take off, when that green light goes and they're in the desert and that car leaves, that motherfucker is gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Oh yeah,
a parachute to slow it down, right?
Yeah, but the car is accelerating faster than the rocket. But I thought you meant like at total speed. Sorry.
So if that car is going faster than a rocket, what does that tell you?
No, it's accelerating faster than a rocket, not going faster.
No, it does go faster. Its top speed is faster.
What's its top speed?
I think around 650 miles an hour. Jay Leno owns one of the cars, or one close to it.
Well, the 75
yeah, those
way
gnarly,
It's a rocket
car. Those rocket car videos, Near? Have you seen those rockets in the desert they have on the car?
Yeah, I think I've seen one a while ago.
Those are quick, bro.
Yeah, they're accelerating faster, but and their top speed is like the rocket's top speed is higher than theirs.
That's not what you see with your eyes. And I think what they're really calculating is the pressure that the rocket's pushing against to even try to leave this bitch is what they're calculating. Like the pounds per, like the pressure that it's fighting, like to get out. Kind of like if you're going down, like what pressure is pushing on the front to get down. Yeah, something like that. I don't think it's miles per hour that they're measuring, because it couldn't be. That's right. I said the same thing.
Nair, do you believe
Nair,
that?
I'm expecting more from you, Nair. Come on, Nair. The argument is really not fair, and you should be knowing this. Come on, Nair. I'm with you right now, because it's not a real good comparison, but Nair, come on. You're smarter than this. You've been on here explaining these things way more than, come on, Nair. I don't want to, come on. I'm on the fence guy. People know that. So when I hear an argument, it's not a good comparison of, once again, the weight. We're talking about a car that really has a hollow shell with just built-in roll bars compared to a rocket with all that weight and mass. It's not a good comparison for the rocket car driving on Earth on a flat thing and on a lake bed, and then the rocket starting, and Nair is right. And once you get to a certain point in the sky, it's going to be thinner. The rocket's going to shoot out. So it's like, come on, Nair.
I mean, yeah, to an extent, but what I think we're trying to get at is we can measure the speed of the actual rocket.
I know what y'all getting at, but Nair, you're supposed to be on this.
It's hard to measure these rockets.
A couple of times. You should be doing a little bit more research every time you get on here. You know, you should be bettering yourself. There, you kind of like falling backwards. You know, stay in, get your little. You know, every time you get off, listen to what we. Sometimes go back and listen to what we say and try to counter that somewhere. Because it's like the more he get on, he's like saying the same thing over and over. Come on, there.
It's because you're trying to defend a bunch of holes. You know, that's what's hard. Is that when I try to defend the globe theory, and I really try, it's hard because there's so much holes in just deductive reasoning. You know, once you deduct your reasoning, you have to get to a point in the conversation where you have to move on from the actual point, and you say, you know what, I was wrong on that point. Let's clarify another so I can get a grasp. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what you have to do, or else you're gonna end up believing in theories all day. You know.
Wait, what was some of the holes of the globe Earth model?
There's lots of, because there's too many of them, and that's the thing. NASA's trying to do its best to fight Mother Nature, man. When you're fighting Mother Nature, you're gonna have a lot of holes.
You're gonna lose every time.
No, just name one hole.
The first one is just the rotation of the actual spheres, just spinning. The whole spinning concept, and everything's spinning, and planets are falling apart, and asteroids are falling apart, and God is just a crazy drunk man creating God knows what. It's just, that's the whole thing, is you have to take everything together. You can't just have a slice of the cake and go, well, I'm taking the slice. You got to get the whole cake. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the only people that we can rely on. You know what I'm saying? We can't rely on anybody else for this information. So if you read some old school George Orwell, he tells you this a lot. He's like, we have to trust the authority. And that's the thing, is we're left to trust the authority. We're not left to trust reason or evidence. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're coming from here, is that the authority, they're not accurate in what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So we can't rely on authority. We have to rely on evidence and reasoning. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That maybe you have to research more cosmology. You know what I'm saying? You have to have an open mind to this. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have an open mind, then you're not going to get anywhere in your journey for truth.
Now, I have a question real quick for the panel. Now, we know that anything that enters the atmosphere, enters back into the atmosphere, it heats up like tremendously, right? So how come when something is exiting the atmosphere at the same level as it heats up as it's entering the atmosphere, why don't we ever see it heat up with the rockets? Rockets?
Good question.
They do. It turns red and then they can't go nowhere. It'll melt. It gets real hot and goes back into the ocean.
Oh, you're talking about at like a certain amount of altitude, it's like 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit? Is that what you're asking?
It should give the same effect leaving this motherfucker than we get entering this motherfucker, period.
But when it's
there it go.
When it's entering, the reason why it gets so hot is because of friction of the air. But when you're leaving it in a rocket, there's not a lot of friction because you're leaving the atmosphere.
Boy, are you really that?
Oh, so all of a sudden there's no wind friction. That makes no sense. That don't make sense.
Hear me. When you're leaving, you're not going as fast as when you're coming in. So that's why what he means with the more friction. He's telling the truth. When a rocket goes out, it's not going the same speed. It's going way lesser than the speed when it was supposed to come in. Supposedly, y'all. Supposedly. But that what he's saying is true.
It ain't true. It's a lie. You know that.
No. What I'm saying. No. Hold on.
We're not promoting.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, we're not promoting propaganda on this channel, brother.
I'm not promoting propaganda either, but
I can't hear. I can't buy to go play the game. Bye. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
No, this is what I'm saying. Like when it exits the same level of atmosphere,
brother, you got to back out and come back in. Your mic is atrocious.
Just got a little static to it.
I can barely hear anybody.
Yo, Ed.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you now.
All right, so I have a question. This is something that we talked about the other day when you and Dred were in a party chat. Remember the whole camera shit? After you showed me that video of that SpaceX rocket going up there, I forget what video was it you showed me that had like the flat side and the fucking curved side.
The double, yeah.
Okay, remember when I asked that question, right, about how the fuck is NASA getting the live feed from the cameras, right? Did you ever figure that out?
I have no way of even certain times I have to go certain places to do certain research. So I have my phone, and on my phone I have no way of figuring that out. So I have to find a computer.
Does anybody on this panel know how NASA gets that live feed from those cameras when they're out in outer space? When they send a rocket up and the rocket's out in outer space, how the fuck is NASA getting that live feed? Just out of curiosity, I'm generally confused.
Near can tell you. How they doing it, Near?
I told you, man, they got the million speed. What is the million mile?
Brother. Are you going to, bro?
And what about the Mars phones and stuff like that? How do they get
whoa, brother. I asked you to leave and come back. You just sat there and just started talking. Your mic is fucked, man. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm talking about yes, it's bad.
Now, if I can add to that, if you guys don't mind, real quick. So you guys said that there is no satellites in space, correct?
No, everybody know that.
Okay, so clearly that eliminates that aspect of satellite sending for any form of signal back to home base for NASA in order to get any live feed from their actual camera footage. So again, where is that signal coming from? Did NASA put a lot of money into building these cameras that have such long-range sensors as far as sending out Wi-Fi signals? This shit doesn't make any sense to me. Can somebody please explain that to me?
It's a fake printout from a machine that prints out some just whatever it prints out. It looks like a receipt, and they say, "Oh, okay, this means this," and they're going this far. Oh yeah, they're right here. You have to use a quarter tank of gas right now. Oh look, Fred's got to get up and go use the bathroom. Okay, yep, okay, he's done. Yep, he's going to put it out.
I mean,
hold on.
Wi-Fi from here to Mars. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I want to tell them, Bell, you have to remember, they do send satellite up in balloons. They do that.
Yeah, but did they actually orbit around space, though?
No, they don't orbit around, but they send balloons up, and I'm quite sure they get some type of data. And what they do is they print out the data and make it seem like it's coming from satellites in space.
Yeah,
man. They just zoom back on the camera.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's million mile internet. It's million mile internet. That's how they do it. They're the only one on Earth that got million mile internet. 3,000 megabits per second.
Bro.
That's how they do it.
Bro. Did you leave and come back?
No, that just sounds crazy. I fixed my mic.
Why you want? Dog, you're not gonna lose your spot, please.
I just did.
You left and came back?
I did. I left. I hung up. I waited about 10 seconds and I clicked back in.
All right, you sound a little better now. Go ahead, bro.
You may have to actually turn down your microphone volume. That's probably what's making all the crackling sound.
Or turn your camera off. It might help the audio.
Yo, Nir, do you think we're on Mars though?
What? We're on Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just believe everything NASA says? Everything? You don't think maybe they kind of lie, like a little bit?
You know
what I'm saying? Like, if your mom lies, wouldn't NASA lie too?
I've never used to doubt them.
What?
So why we don't have a 24-hour live feed of Mars then?
I was just about to say that.
Signal does not have bandwidth to have a live stream.
What? You're a troll. You're trolling.
No, there's not enough bandwidth. There's not enough data.
How the fuck, bro? Mars is closer than the sun. But you can do it with the sun? What are you talking about? You do know you fucked up. You know you fucked up, don't you? You know you fucked up.
Here at 11:45.
Wait, Nir, have you heard about the new satellite they're putting next to the sun? That's the closest satellite ever to the sun recently?
Yeah, I think I saw that, yeah.
No. I want to know how. Why every time I say something, somebody Nir, how do they get a 24-hour of the sun then?
They have that?
No. Yes, they have that. You can watch it now. You want to go watch it? You want to watch it with me?
Okay.
Want to watch a frickin' fire globe? No, thank you. I do have one more question I do want to ask. This is just
go ahead, bro.
Maybe
I'm gonna pull this up. Brandon wanted to say something first. Go ahead, Brandon.
I'll say if we have all these satellites right near doing all this calculation that they're built for, we wouldn't even be flat Earth. You know what I'm saying? There wouldn't even be like any type of ground. You know what I'm saying? You gotta read up satellites. They're all in science fiction books back in the 50s. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where if we had satellites like we're supposed to have them near, we wouldn't even have a conversation. It would just be pure facts, bunch of data, endless books of data. And, we would just be, all right, okay. You know what I'm saying? It would be as simple as that. One snap and we would have all the information. But
yeah, well, you can see the ISS with your own eyes.
No, I'm just saying regardless, we have thousands of satellites. All this information is supposed to be computerized. It's all supposed to be visually code. It's all supposed to, the satellite's supposed to do its job. You know what I'm saying? And it's not.
Cool.
They're not doing its job. The satellites aren't doing their jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Can I address something real fast, please? Nir, you say you can look at the International Space Station with your own eyes?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You have the eyes of
God.
The telescope. I just want to say, we need you on a battleship somewhere to see when the enemy's coming, because damn, you got some good eyesight. People have telescopes for that, and you can just see it?
Yeah, it's a white dot flying across the sky.
How you know it's not a star?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Because it's moving.
How you know that's not an airplane that's like a small personal airplane that's high in the sky?
because it's not blinking and it's a steady white light.
Well, anyway, we can see the sun 24
Yeah, I
hours, but
think
we
you can
can't see
scroll. I'm
Mars.
gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
You do know that
CGI.
You do know that spy planes and
You know that CGI.
you do know that spy planes and stealth planes don't blink, right? Because then that'll just defeat the purpose of them being stealth.
Well, it's not a spy plane. I've seen it through my telescope and it looks like the space station.
Where was you at when you saw this with your own eyes? Home?
I've seen it like a bunch of times. Like you can just go to. I'm gonna send the link. You just plug in your location and then you can.
No, with your own eyes. We talking about. You talking about online? We were actually.
You talking about with a telescope? I thought you said with your own eyes.
Yeah, you can't see it with your telescope and your own eyes.
So why you need a telescope if you see it with your own eyes?
Because I want to see the detail of the space station, which I have.
Okay, but Nir, think about this. You're still going to NASA's website, and they're telling you, hey, it's going to be right here. So you have to rely on the authority again, follow what they say, go outside, and look at the spot they tell you to look at.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's kind
Just
of...
trip me out. We have 20/20 eye vision, and he has like 5/5 or some shit like that. Y'all hear what he's saying, y'all? This is crazy.
That's kind of shitty.
I want to give a shout out to Charm. She said, "Keep up the good work, Dred. You are my hero. Thank you for the donation. That means a lot to me. Appreciate that."
Okay,
I wanted to speak on something so bad, man.
I just have a quick question, just so I'm kind of up to speed on this because I'm new to this whole flat Earth stuff. You guys have said numerous times on these on this show that we've never been to outer space. Like no human being has ever been out there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there who is the person that said that the outer space is a vacuum? Was it NASA that said that?
NASA.
And we didn't work for it.
We're the only people who've been there.
With JAXA and the Russians.
Like you're being called out in there. People are saying that they looked through their telescope and all they seen was a light. Sound like you look like you lying, my brother.
So another thing with these Mars probes and even the Apollo missions, how are these radio waves breaching the ionosphere and the Van Allen belt? Because with a simple Google, you can see that they still to this day haven't figured out how to get radio waves past and how to breach an ionosphere. You can't do it. So how did they speak to the Apollo astronauts so well, and how are they getting these radio signals from probes and shit like that?
You can send signals to the ionosphere.
Superman Vision, he has.
That was the worst Yoda impression I ever heard of my fucking
This Google radio waves and ionosphere and Van Allen
that's
belt.
because NASA is distorting my audio right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah,
No, but
NASA fucking with me.
Hold on, Brandon. You said that NASA been there?
Supposedly.
NASA been where?
Space?
To space.
Stop.
No,
enough with the jokes.
No, he's asking me. He's asking me, and I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm asking because that's what I was saying. We've never ever, no human being has ever been up in space, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if NASA was the only people that apparently have been there, I'm just generally confused because how do we know that outer space is a vacuum if nobody's ever been in outer space?
They say a little.
It's just theories, man.
Damn, the whole goddamn panel collapse.
It's all theory.
Collapse. The panel collapse.
It's NASA, dude. They're after us. Shit.
No, I mean, I was always confused by that aspect because I mean, like, if nobody's been to outer space, including NASA themselves, even though they claim that they have, but I mean, if everything is basically a bold base fucking lie from NASA itself, couldn't they just be lying about that and they have no clue what is outer space? Period.
They don't know.
Well, I mean,
yes, but they don't know. Then how do we know that it is a vacuum out there or not?
They don't. That's what we're saying. The point is we're using that vacuum argument against them. It doesn't even work for them. So
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought.
We use that against.
Yeah, I mean, it could be plasma for all we know.
Right.
True that.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see what it is.
Yeah, it could be water. Some people think it could be liquid up there, man. Come on.
I think it is, man, because if everything's water, it's obvious.
Well, as you go up, the pressure decreases. So my logic is if you go higher and higher, the pressure will decrease until it's a vacuum. That's just my logic.
Okay, that's your logic. So
yeah, but what is the actual retrograde of everything? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? And the Greeks gave us a good glimpse of it. But, you know what I'm saying? We have to... It's kind of like we've been in a dark age of science here. You know what I'm saying? Or...
Shout out to 7 Tech Red Pill Disclosure Project. Salute, brother. Appreciate you for coming through. Resend it. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, Brandon. Go ahead. You could tell you. I'm just.
I was just saying that, science has been backwards for a while. I think what you got to get is we live in an energy universe. You know what I'm saying? There's no gravity. It's just energy. You know what I'm saying? So I think if you think if you think about the way we are and the way we connect, there's no gravity. You know what I'm saying? It's just energy that is cause and effect constantly every second. So I think once we start doing that type of science, then we can start getting some real answers. Do you think that's a possibility? We can start doing more of let's say Tesla science, or do you think Einstein is the only real scientist compared to Tesla?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah.
But I'm saying Einstein's the reason why we have all these theories. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, Einstein just made a theory.
Wasn't a glober. He wasn't a glober. Remember that?
Wait, what?
Einstein wasn't a glober.
True. He was not. Yeah,
he said that he believed Earth was a realm or a plane of existence. He didn't believe in the globe model.
I'm not sure that's true.
Yeah, you can look it up. It's literally online and
that's
in any
sad.
Einstein
You know what?
book you can get.
Hey, will you tell me?
And a lot of globalists try to say that he did.
What I don't understand is
He literally, in his words, said that he believed Earth was a realm or a plane of existence. Literally,
I'm
in his
starting
words.
to think that these globals got their heads stuck up in their ass or something, man. Because I'm being real. Because
It's that ego, man. They be ego tripping.
What I'm saying is that you tell them, look, this is the evidence. If it don't fit their agenda, it's wrong. It can come from the same people, but it's still wrong. But if you say, but they'll use the same people when their agenda fits their motherfucking argument. So, yeah, they got their heads stuck up their ass, man. Because it doesn't matter what evidence you provide for them. If it goes against the argument, they're not going to hear it, but they're going to try to force feed you some shit we already know. Nir, you have to understand, when you come to this panel, you're not teaching us shit. We already know the shit. And that's why we're able to challenge the shit. If we didn't know, wouldn't be no damn discussion. You do not understand this, don't you?
Yeah.
If we did not know the globe model at all, there's no way we'll be able to debate it or debunk it. We won't be able to do nothing. We just have to shut up, sit back, and listen to you. But y'all come on these panels and y'all try to re-educate us, or should I say, re-brainwash us to something that we woke up to. Come on, man. Y'all got to find a different tactic or a different way to try to, hold these debates, because trying to teach us some shit we already know, that's not a debate. You're trying to be a teacher.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's also that, a lot of globe earthers out there, people who are still, believe in the globe. The satellites should have given us all the data already. All the satellites should have already told us all this information, but it hasn't done shit. So that's where I'm coming from. There shouldn't be no debate. The satellites should have done all the work, and that's it.
That's true. That's true. It shouldn't even be a debate. It should be, matter of fact, we shouldn't even have flat earth channels or globe earth channels. We should be walking around knowing what's what, because the 19 billion, it's probably 20-something billion now because they just signed them another check. 20-something odd billion a year. That should have been it. We should already know. We should be focused on other aspects of life. But no, we get composites, we get CGI, and we get globe heads who try to convince us that CGI is actually real. Man, I want to see a globe head go to the gaming side of YouTube and compare some CGI shit with a gamer. I'm telling you, they will not stumble they ass over there. Go over there, Nir. Go over there and say, hey, guys, do you think this is real or CGI? Go to the gaming section. Go to the gaming side of YouTube. Take that CGI bullshit you keep saying is real and show a gamer and ask them, is it real or CGI?
Nir, can I ask you a question, dude?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of hyper CGI?
I think I've heard of it. It's when, it's so realistic you can't tell.
Bingo. That's becoming a new form of the way things are starting to develop as far as CGI technology goes. You know how, when you see a movie and you watch behind the scenes, you always see a person in a mocap suit playing a CGI character? Mm-hmm. That's going to be gone soon because of this hyper CGI new technology that people are starting to make. You can go online and you type in hyper CGI, and there's a website. I showed it to Dredd the other day. I think it was in I think it was an Instagram page or some shit like that. Anyways, all these pictures that were there were all CGI, and yet when you look at them, they don't even look freaking CGI at all. Period. It looks like somebody was standing in a beach taking a photo of it, but it's all done through an actual program.
and like 80% of these video games that they're making now for the PS4 and the Xbox One, damn near every character in the game or actor or cast member that was put into the game, most of them are using motion capture technology. That's why all their that's why all their movements and their facial animation and all that shit. That's why I look realistic. The same type of movement on the street, you know?
Yeah, but you still break it up bad, my brother.
Yeah, you understand. The other half of that.
But I mean,
you'll start off. We can hear you, and then you just afterwards you just start breaking up.
Yeah, and you also sound like robotic too as well.
Speaking of robots,
but he's right though. He's right though. I mean, like you can go and look at any video game form, and you'll see exactly like it's starting to get more realer and realer and realer as these go by. But in real life, like outside from the video game logic world, it's already begun. It's already there now. Like movies are already starting to do it, and I guarantee you, my life, dude, man, that NASA's already fucking fixated on that shit, hardcore wise.
Yeah, but back to the satellites. I mean, there are satellite pictures that take a picture of Earth every 10 minutes. I mean, saying that that's fake is kind of like hard to believe, you know?
Well, but why is that hard to believe?
Okay. All right. Show us a picture of a satellite in space.
If you click on the link, it'll show you.
No, yeah, but here, video is one thing, brother. But satellites are supposed to do like every single job for human because it's orbiting the Earth.
Yeah.
It's orbiting the edge of our solar system, right? There's Voyagers, past the solar system, right? So if we're having Voyager 1, 2, and I think there might be a 3, the way out there, right? All that data should have already ended this flat Earth BS. You know what I'm saying? If we're Voyager,
all right, what we looking at? Well, okay, we're looking at CGI. Why?
It's not CGI. The lines are there. If you click the little thing on the right, that'll get rid of the little line thingies.
So here's another question for you, Nair. If NASA,
this is real, I can do this to a real.
No, zoom in.
Oh bullshit!
Zoom in.
Yeah,
what's up with the lime green outline?
Near.
What?
If this was real, you really believe I could do this to it?
No, dude, just zoom in.
That ain't what I asked you. You think I could do this to it?
Wait,
if this was real time, you think I'd be able to grab it and push it all? It's space, guys. It's space. I found it.
It's not a live stream. It's an image.
Oh, okay. What you want me to do now?
Zoom in.
Okay, I'm zooming in.
Okay.
How far you want me to zoom?
All the way.
Oh, just all the way?
Yeah.
All the way.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
the hell going on with you?
Why did you ask?
Stop zooming in. It kind of messes up things. Okay, just let load and it should. There you go. That's incredible detail.
Yeah, like 12 pixels a second. What the hell,
bro? I could do this with my.
I thought you were gonna show us a satellite in space.
I could do this with GTA 5.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I could do the exact same shit with GTA 5, my brother. But don't let me put the mods on there. I put the mods on there. It'll look more realer than this.
Keep looking around and see if you see any duplicated clouds.
Yeah, right there.
Where?
Keep a close eye on that stuff.
Hold on, let me see. I thought there was.
There's been a lot of images that you'll see that are supposedly like NASA images from Earth, whatever you want to call it, and they're like riddled with freaking copy and paste clouds.
I'm about to zoom out a little bit.
Even got the face of Scar from Lion King.
Yeah,
no exaggeration,
shit, dude. Yeah, I seen that video, dude. That shit had me rolling when I saw that shit.
Not only are the clouds.
Hold on, let me go to Florida.
This is facing
from this area view.
This ain't real time.
View. This is like the only way we can see the water curve.
Hold on, give me one that say Florida.
Oh, this is only like China and stuff. This is not facing Florida.
No, they ain't got one of the United States.
Every 10 minutes.
So where the one? Where United States? I want one. Let me see the one with the United States, so I can look at Florida, and I'm gonna go outside and look and see if it's cloudy or not.
Oh,
yeah.
You
saying
I can take. Matter of fact, I take a picture and come back and upload it on my computer and share it with y'all.
Yeah, it's in geostationary orbit, so it only faces China and Australia.
So they ain't got one that shows the United States.
I think they do, but I don't have them for
you. Want to see America?
What is this? Let's see what we got. Nope, it's not. Yeah, it just got this side of the globe. I'm about to zoom out a little bit more. I want to see if we can get some duplicated clouds going.
That's very common, man, when it comes to photoshopped images, man.
I mean, if you look at it, it's like, if you look at all the photos from back in the day, they're pretty much fake. But regardless of that, they're faking clouds on Earth, like for real. So
yeah, they are. Yeah,
you can't even trust digital clouds or real motherfucking cloud.
But now here's the thing, though, too. Well, have you ever thought to yourself that maybe that the actual, let's say if there is logistical satellite up in space, right? What if it actually, let's just, metaphorically speaking wise, let's just say that you're right, that there is an actual satellite up in space taking snapshots of Earth every 10 seconds. What if that satellite was actually positioned a certain way that it's actually looking down?
Shout out to Love All. Appreciate the donation. This
not from the side or not. Go ahead, Drew.
I just want to read his text. This platform is awesome. Keep up the good work, Dread. Panel members, mods, and chat room. Shout out, brother. It means a lot.
Look at you getting that support, bro. Shit.
I just seen it in the comments.
Goddamn flat.
Bro, that mic, boy. I think, look, man. NASA don't love you. Near hook the brother up with some NASA love, man. Look at this shit, man. This shit look ridiculous. Well, what the fuck? What is this? Is this a fucking vote? Huh?
It was Australia?
Damn.
Why that shit red like that?
Is that a blood massacre in Australia we didn't know about?
It must be. They done dropped the bomb and slaughtered everybody in the motherfucker. Everybody dead.
Australia's not even that big, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, near
me off, dude.
Yeah, it is. Near gonna say yes, it is. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's that big, okay?
You're near. Think about this for
him. You're near. Why is Australia this big?
Because it is. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Compare it to the United States. Scroll up to the United States.
You know what? You know what? Near. Did you just say because it is?
Okay.
Do what it do.
Because it has to be.
No, hold on. Because I'm not. Y'all know how I get when he start trolling. Now, Near, you know okay. You listen, Near. We're not talking about space right now. We're just talking about what we're looking at. Are you saying that Australia is actually this big on our globe? Literally.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. You have to leave. You have to go.
No.
Because you're not. That's not.
Australia's not that big.
Bro, I don't know why the fuck you said that.
Well, why do you think it's not?
Oh my!
You can get other globe maps, and it's an entire. On each map, they're like the continents are entirely different shapes, man. I mean, not shapes, but size.
Dude, that's
what the Near. You should
have the United States. That's all you got to do.
The only reason why they call it a continent because it's the biggest island. That's it. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, that's like half the size of Africa, man. The thing is huge.
Yeah, like come on.
Well, I mean, if you look at Google Earth,
no, I don't want to talk about it no more, man. I really don't.
They're about to have an aneurysm.
Because that was fucking ridiculous. The guy said yes.
No, but if you look at
no, Near, stop. If I'm stop. That was no.
Ask him how many miles is it across, since he know, and how many miles is the United States across, and compare.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe Near said that shit. I thought he was like, nah, that ain't that size, baby, and he was gonna give us an excuse of why it looks a little bigger. No, he said yes, it's that big. That's what he said, guys.
Actual color and all that.
Because it is, in his way.
Because it has to be.
What?
There'd be no other way.
I mean, okay, like for anyone listening or even near, like every single space movie, 89+% is fantasy based, and any other real life movie that is more adapted, like Gravity or the All of Mission with Tom Hanks, there was no one landing on a planet in any real life movie. You know what I'm saying? So that tells you that our perception when we go to the movie theaters for generations tells us that 80% is fantasy, and then the real shit, no one even landed on the moon or anything.
All right, just look at my screen right now, okay? So you have Australia, this is the image right here, okay? And in Google Earth, it's almost the exact same size.
Okay. We'll take it.
So
Okay, fair enough. Let's say that if it is the same size, but why the fuck on the other image that Dread has up right now, why is it the goddamn continent so goddamn red?
Because it's a desert. Look, on Google Earth, you can even see it's like,
Is that red?
It's relatively the same color-ish.
When the last time you been
on your picture, that shit is like clay. That's what we're saying. Why it look like that?
Near, when the last time you been to Australia, and what part you went to?
I haven't been to Australia.
Oh God.
You got? Oh, okay. I was about to ask you if you got a kangaroo hunting.
No, but
I mean, it's not even Google Earth anymore. Near it's NASA Earth. NASA bought it. Or even Google sold us out now, dude. I mean, Google already sold us out to begin with, but I'm just saying, like, slowly.
Come on, guys, stop entertaining this shit.
Yeah, Google's definitely working with NASA on that shit.
I'm not entertaining this shit no more. Let's move on.
So you're saying Australia, this is not accurate?
No, okay, you know what? Let's just say that if it is accurate, right? Then I guess every textbook and every book that we looked at as growing up as kids was 100% inaccurate then.
Well, yeah, 2D maps have to be inaccurate.
Even globes itself too as well?
No, it's impossible to have a sphere like into a flat map without having any distortions or,
And
size.
it's not impossible for that image that you're showing right now to also have distortions and other problems as well?
No, I'm just saying as a three-dimensional object, is it possible to have it perfectly two-dimensional without everything the same?
Come on, it's not the size of Europe. Greenland is not the size of Europe.
Yeah, but on the map, it's
why is it?
Well, on the map, I think forget which map it's called.
But it's supposed to be an actual picture of the globe.
Well, what?
That's what I'm saying. There's different maps. So people are trying to figure out the different ways for the real life globe to be, because there's so much different maps of Columbus's map. You know what I'm saying?
I think
it's inaccurate because there's so much different maps of it because it's inaccurate. You know what I'm saying? You need to use the flat Earth map, the UN map, the old school, the one that Kennedy had it in his office. That's the real Earth map.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of this map.
Yeah, so
where Greenland is.
There's many.
Yeah, but that's
the same size. Look how big that is compared. Look at that. It's like the same size. It's not the size of Europe at all. It's very, 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 very small.
Yeah,
very, very, very small.
It has to be like this because it's impossible.
But you
to have
sound just like that guy. It has to be because it has to be.
Yeah, I was about to say that. My head dropped when he said it.
He said, but it has to be. You sound just like him.
It mathematically has to be. It's mathematically impossible to have a three-dimensional sphere.
We're not talking about math. We're talking about an actual photo that you brought up of Earth from China. So we're bringing other photos of Earth. It should have a real depiction of size. It shouldn't have the map blow-up size.
Well, yeah,
right? Okay. So why is Greenland so big?
Because the map has to be distorted.
I'm talking about on the globe. I'm not talking about on the map. We're going back to the globe. Why is Greenland so big?
I don't know, because it's big. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna post a link right now.
Oh shit! Ed's about to blow his lid, yo.
All right, I'm good.
And I ain't saying shit.
Well, this is Greenland's actual size. I mean,
you got the green light, my brother.
Yo.
Like, don't tell me that, Dread. Don't tell me that.
Yo, Bear.
But look, at the end of the day, though, Niram, is no matter what image it is, flat, 3D, whatever you want to call it, man, those images can be manipulated if they so choose to be. Even a 3D model can be manipulated, man, as well.
Anybody can play that link for me so everybody can hear it.
We're trusting the authority.
Share that screen. I just posted a link. Somebody, if you don't mind, I just posted a link. Just play it for me right quick.
I think Greenland is something like the size of Texas, I believe. It's something like that. So why is it so big?
I don't know. It just is. That's how.
Because it's not a real picture.
Remember, Ed, throughout the course of the year, every time on a new image that NASA...
What'd you say, Brandon? Yeah, can somebody play that link for me and just share that screen?
Yeah, I'll play right now. Yeah, I'll play right now.
Appreciate that, brother.
Share screen. I need to close your eyes for a minute. Not kidding. Let's see this. Alright, you guys see it?
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah, unmuted.
Hi, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry to be late. No problem. I'm CJ Craig. Of course you are. And Dr. John Fallow, Dr. Cynthia Sales, and Professor Donald Huke. Okay, and you are the organization's cartographers for social equality. Well, we're from the OCSE. We have many members. How many? 4,300 dues paid members. What are the dues? $20 a year for the newsletter. Let's start. Wait, I want to see this. This is Josh Lyman. You are. Josh, this is Dr. Fallow, and he's Mary Nunn. Yes. Should we begin? Yes. Plain and simple, we'd like President Bartlett to aggressively support legislation that would make it mandatory for every public school in America to teach geography using the Peters projection map instead of the traditional Mercator. Give me $200 and it's done, really. No. Why are we changing maps?
Because, CJ, the Mercator projection has fostered European imperialist attitudes for centuries and created an ethnic bias against the Third World.
Really? The German cartographer, Mercator, originally designed this map in 1569 as a navigational tool for European sailors. The map enlarges areas at the poles to create straight lines of constant bearing or geographic direction.
So it makes it easier to cross an ocean.
But it distorts the relative size of nations and continents.
Are you saying the map is wrong?
Oh dear, yes. Now look at Greenland.
Okay.
Now look at Africa.
Okay.
The two land masses appear to be roughly the same size.
Yeah.
It would blow your mind if I told you that Africa is in reality 14 times larger.
Pause it right there. You can pause it right there. You see the point down there? You see how small they had to shrink it to show the true size of Greenland?
Yeah, Greenland is 14 times smaller.
Yeah, but on the map they showed it was the damn same size. Just like on these fake ass globes. But y'all keep telling us these globes are real time. How's it real time when the shit is distorted? They're still showing us real time fake land masses, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait.
Yes, ain't no wait.
Welcome to reality, brother.
Near, just like I said, man, 3D models can also be manipulated, man.
You talking about it's real. It's not real. That's why when we asked you about Australia, Australia and you sat there and said, oh yeah, Australia, that, bro, you don't know shit about maps. I think you need to stay away from maps and stick to space because that was actually that was embarrassing. And you still in school, you said?
He has no business in space. He needs to stick to the Earth.
Well, yeah, you're right. You need to stick to the Earth because that's what he needed to learn. When you said, I'm sorry, Near, but that was, bro, that didn't show how intelligent you was, man. When you said that, I could believe you just jumped on board and like, yeah, that's the size. That's the right size. That's you should be embarrassing yourself, man.
Now, before you say Near that's because there's it's a TV show. No, there's tons of other evidence out there, man, that also proves that too as well.
I knew before that the Mercator. I knew before the Mercator projection was wrong because it made everything at the poles.
See, no, stop, because it's still wrong now today. And you said no, it's right now. It was wrong back then, but it's right now. No, stop, just stop it.
The Mercator projection was right.
No, I'm talking about what they're showing today is still wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so why does the United States changes in size? Just like I just showed you a clip. Why do the United States changes its mass size or land size?
From the photos or from the Mercator projection?
Oh my goodness, boy. NASA photos. I don't give a fuck where they come from.
Oh, okay. Well, some of them are composites though.
Okay. You know what? Near.
It's a real life, man.
I don't want to hear
living in reality
bullshit again, please.
You know what I'm saying? We're giving these people.
You're gonna simplify it and ask this one question. I'm gonna simplify it and ask this one question. Near, how many times is Greenland compared to something in the same area compared to what's our state next to start with an A, y'all? Please help me.
Africa?
No, our American state next to Canada starts with an
A.
Alaska?
Alaska. How many times as big is Greenland to Alaska? It's in the same area.
Well, they're relatively similar size.
They're not close, not even close similar size.
Bro,
not at
stay
all.
away
That's
from maps. Stay away from maps. Near.
Not even close.
Now your credibility has shrunken to zero. You don't even know the map, but yet you're arguing that the Earth is not flat. Like, no, you can't. Stop. Learn the globe first. Learn the size of our...
Near is smaller. Everything north is smaller because it comes together. Everything north is smaller. Alaska, Russia, Canada, those are the biggest supposedly on our side of the globe. Once you go to the other supposedly side of the globe, it's just land masses down. When you get north, all little Sweden, it's all little things. Because the higher you go, it comes together supposedly. So it cannot be big stuff like that. So that's why we're trying to compare. I'm trying to show you to compare things in that same area because the more the down you get, the larger it's supposed to get. So in that area, all those islands next to Canada, they're around those same sizes. But on the map, they want to make it as big as Alaska, which is false. It cannot happen. And if they show that same thing on an Earth thing from a satellite, obviously they're showing you something fake. It's not real. They cannot have something actual and then bring you that size. It's impossible.
So you think that they made Greenland that big on purpose?
They fuck with history, bro. Overall, all history has been fucked with. Yeah, basically.
So
Make sure I typed in NASA, so all the photos I pull up is from NASA.
You're saying because it doesn't match, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't match up.
Look how big the United States is here, right? You can see that saying NASA right there. Now look at this. Why did it shrink? It's also from NASA.
Well, it's a composite. I told you.
Terrible.
Terrible. It's composited?
Yeah.
Where's that at?
It's not an actual photograph.
Why you say that? Why do you say it's a composite? Oh, wait. Are you globe heads are actually trying to make the term composite work for you now? Oh, no, not on my channel you won't. Because that's what it sounds like you globe heads are trying to do. It looked like you slowly trying to say, we can use the term composite to work for us. Come on my channel and you try to use it because I'm going to beat the shit out you with it. Okay? Don't try to make it seem like it worked for y'all because it shouldn't be no fucking composites to begin with. We should just have photos. That's it. So for those globe heads that's listening, y'all better pay attention to what I'm saying. Don't come on here trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, it's just composites and y'all sweep it under. No, because we shouldn't have any. How about you? Matter of fact, why do we have composites to begin with when we got the technology to take photos, multiple photos, buckets of photos of the whole entire globe? What do we need composites for?
Because most satellites are in low Earth orbit. They can't get the entire
Most satellites. What do you mean by most?
As in like 75% of satellites are in low
All right,
Earth
so the other 25, we can't get photos with the other 25.
We can. I showed you the website where we had.
No, those are not real.
Oh, of course they aren't.
Of course they aren't. No, see, now you get it, my brother. Now you on ball. Now you on the road. Of course they're not. Don't get mad at me because the shit you're trying to use is fucking fugazi as fuck. Ain't nobody tell you to sit around here and defend the motherfuckers who getting over 19 billion a year. You defending them, nigga, not me. I don't defend no goddamn crook. You're defending crooks. Don't get mad at me. You can't get mad at me like, oh, what do you mean? Of course they're not. Don't get mad at me. They the ones that ain't coming out. They the ones that ain't coming out telling us the real deal, but getting all our fucking money. Well, you cuckoo heads are running around defending the same bank robbers, because that's what they are. They like bank robbers, man.
First of all, it's not even taken by NASA. It was taken by the Japanese space agency.
Man, I wouldn't give a fuck if the Africans was taking them. They still taking my kids' money, and you don't fucking get it.
It's all the same conspiracy. That's the thing. The governments, they're all corrupt, dude. That's the problem, bro.
Fuck out of here. I gotta work all and fund some fake shit.
In other words, Near, all of them still got their hands on the blackjack table, taking the pot that we all putting our money into.
Hey, Neil.
You know what it is? Neil probably don't got a job, so he don't give a fuck. Well, they not taking my money. They're taking y'all fucking money, so I don't give a fuck. I'm in school. It doesn't mean nothing to me. Go ahead and have kids, and every time you get paid, you see money getting snatched from your ass without you even consenting to it, but yet they showing you fake shit. You'll be mad too. But he don't give a fuck. But Near, I'm glad you came on the panel, man. If y'all want to say something to him, y'all go ahead and say something to him. But that's it for me.
Near, hey, you gotta have real tough skin. Don't take anything personal or emotional. Last but not least, I enjoyed my conversation with you. I have one more question. Out of all the composites and the ones that you believe that are not composites, they show all the earth as a circle, appearing to be a perfect circle. So if it's a perfect circle and I was able to spray paint a quarter any color I want to, glue the quarter on the ground, get in a helicopter, go up in the air, and it only takes 24 hours for the size of the earth to, I guess, rotate like you guys believe, how come the quarter doesn't move but yet the sun comes and goes? I mean, that's the real simple question.
Oh, that's a good point.
The Earth is roughly under 4 miles. If the Earth is roughly this size and diameter, so they say, a circle, and yet it takes 24 hours for the sun to come and go, I should be able to see curvature at any distance, and I should be able to see this motherfucker move on certain occasions, right?
Well, I mean, the curvature is only apparent at a couple thousand feet. You wouldn't be able to see it.
Do you believe that the Earth rotates in a circle? Do you believe? So let me ask you this: Is it because of composites that it's circle like that? Out of all the pictures that you believe that are real that are not composites, why is it circle? Is it because of composites, or do you believe the Earth is actually circle like that?
I believe that the Earth is actually a circle.
Okay, so you believe it's a circle. Now, do you believe the sun comes up and goes down in roughly 24 hours make one day? You believe that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you believe it's a circle. You believe it takes 24 hours to make a day. So take those two advice and ask yourself the next question. I shouldn't have to fill in the blanks. If those two things I asked you and you said yes, that you believe in, you should be able to prove without a shadow of a doubt curvature and this motherfucker rotate. Why are we still standing still and the sun comes and goes in 24 hours and the Earth is supposed to be so big? If it's so big and it's rotating that fast, you should be able to show me that, look, this is the Earth moving. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to not teach me, show me.
Well, I mean, the Earth rotates once every day, so the fact we wouldn't be able to feel the Earth, spinning.
That ain't what he said, Near.
I know. Hold on. Most people say the Earth is, rotating 1,000 miles per hour, but compared to the Earth, that's actually not a lot because it's spinning.
1,000 miles per hour is a lot,
but relative to the Earth, it's not.
How is not?
But we're talking about relative to us on the Earth. That's the conversation.
Yeah, relative to you, it's a lot, but since that's my train of thought.
If I was driving 1,000 miles per hour, you do understand. No matter how big this Earth is, that's exactly how fast this bitch supposed to be moving. I just debunked the shit out of that already. I say if I'm driving in a goddamn 18-wheeler and Ed is driving a Hyundai and we both are driving at, let's say, 300 miles per hour, we can ultimately say that's pretty damn fast and we'll cover a lot of land very quickly, going just 300 miles per hour. Now, if I take a 18-wheeler and drive a 24-wheeler, it's still driving the same speed. We're talking about 1,000 miles. For somebody to come up with an excuse to say the size is what make it seem like it's not moving is actually fucking retarded because the size don't change the speed. Do you not understand that? I'm gonna say it again. The size do not change the speed. If I was in a jet, hold on. If I was in a jet and that motherfucker was traveling at 1,000 miles, do you not know how fast that jet would be going? Now let's take that jet and make it the size of the earth. It still will rotate that fast. Size do not determine speed. Do you not get that? Y'all let these people tell you that, oh no, wait. No, the size is the real what the fuck? You don't change speed because of size? What the hell? It still will travel. The earth should be rotating at the speed of a jet flying at 1,000 miles per hour. That's how fast we supposed to be rotating. Now I want to see how you debunk that though.
Basically.
You can't debunk that.
Let's just forget speed for a second. The earth spins one time every 24 hours.
I am not talking about one time and all that. You're skipping what I asked you. Hold on. If a jet, I'm going to say it again because you're trying to divert. I already know that. You don't have to teach me about the rotation of the earth. It's 24 hours. We already know that. You don't have to reteach me that. I learned that in school. And that's what you're trying to do. And that's where y'all fuck up at. You don't have to reteach us shit we already know. Now just stick to topic. Now I know you can visualize a jet going 1,000 miles per hour. You won't say that's pretty goddamn fast. So that means the earth should be rotating at that speed, man.
Yeah.
So why the fuck we don't see it?
Well,
the size don't change the speed. You have to remember that.
Yeah, but the atmosphere is also rotating.
Man, fuck that. And so we should see the atmosphere rotating at that speed too then. Like I say, okay, why we don't see that 1,000 miles per hour?
Because you're also moving at 1,000 miles per hour.
What's about from a satellite?
Okay.
This is what
if we're moving at 1,000 miles an hour going west to east or whatever, why don't we feel any type of drag force or resistance of flying or traveling in the opposite direction of the Earth's rotation?
So you're saying, why don't you feel yourself moving at 1,000 miles per hour?
What? Man,
say again?
Ed, go ahead and ask your question. You just confused him.
He just confused me, y'all. That fucked me up. I was gonna say something about putting something in the air. It'll come to me in a minute.
Hey, Near.
Well, Dred, you should have.
Why do they name most of all the great shuttles, like the Columbia? I think it's a VO something 105, 102. Why do they name all the great shuttles after sea captains and sea voyagers and stuff like Captain Robert Gray and Kendrick and all those guys? Why do they name the shuttles that go up in the name and in the titles of captains who have conquered the seas?
Well, that's really going to confuse him. Go back to what he just said, though.
Speed.
Near just said you can't feel the speed of the Earth because the atmosphere is rotating. Is that correct, Near? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, the atmosphere is also rotating.
Okay. Now, why do we have Coriolis effect then?
Why do we have Coriolis? We do have Coriolis.
Okay, no, don't divert. Okay, you said the atmosphere is rotating with the Earth, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is Coriolis effect?
Oh, it's when it mostly affects hurricanes or projectiles, which if you shoot them north or south, the Earth would actually kind of move a little bit, and would kind of divert the projectile.
Okay, so back. Why don't we feel the Earth spinning?
Why don't
you said because you said the atmosphere is rotating with the Earth? Did you not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is Coriolis effect, Near?
It mostly affects projectiles when something north or south is rotating at a slightly separate speed than you are.
Why would we have to adjust for something that's rotating at the same speed that we are?
Why would we have to adjust?
Okay, what is Coriolis effect?
Yeah, but the Coriolis effect is only a small force. It wouldn't create any it wouldn't create havoc or anything. It would.
Okay, but we know that Coriolis effect is bullshit. Okay, I was just trying to ask you because there's no way you can say you can't feel the Earth spinning because the atmosphere is rotating with you. So how far out does it take before it's not rotating with you? I mean, how far does science go?
Technically, wait, I don't understand the question.
Okay, I mean, you're saying the atmosphere is rotating with us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how far out is it all rotating with the Earth? How far does it go before there's a point to where it's not rotating with the Earth?
Well, with the atmosphere, the atmosphere only extends 60 miles. So, I mean, I guess all of it's rotating with the Earth.
I have a question there.
I was just trying to get you to think, but I'm gonna ask you one more question. If
Hold on, Peanut, go. Peanut, your mic. I think your mic cut out. Yeah, go ahead, Brandon. I think it froze up again, man. I think the panel might have froze on us. Yeah, the panel froze up on us, man. Hold on. Let me get the panel back on.
I think that we live on an spinning ball.
Well, I mean, I think with the high altitude balloon, Jeranism did the exact same thing, and it showed a curve. So
you think it shows a curve?
Yeah, it does. I did some pixel measurements.
Yeah, but ain't nobody sent 2 and 3 up at the same time and attempt to focus on one another from way across the other side of the Earth. It's curvature or not. They've only, all the high altitude balloons only been going up.
Brother, you gotta do something about your mic, man.
One at a time.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's the point of that. If you put 4 balloons, let's say just in America alone, at different locations, and they can all see each other, that means there is no curve, because they could be near all different directions. They could be going like this, now. If they go up like this, that means they can see each other. If it's a ball, they're going to be going up like this. It's going to be impossible for them to see each other. So the multiple balloons going to be just the killer to everything.
Yeah, but I mean, even if it is fat and you launch multiple balloons, the camera's not going to pick up, the balloons, because it's going to be so far away. It's going to be like less than a pixel, because I mean, unless you're not.
If you can put up a camera that can look, let's say we're going to put up good cameras that can see real far. How about that?
Okay, but I mean, how far are you gonna away?
Because it's like everything we say you're gonna say something is like you're not really like.
He don't.
Yeah. All right.
Did y'all see him? But don't forget that he don't even know the fucking maps. This is who you're talking to.
I know the map.
How the fuck you know the map? You don't know the proper size of Australia. Don't tell me you know the map.
We just explained to you Greenland. I just went down and I gave you a good comparison, and you
don't know shit about the damn map. We got somebody in here that don't know shit about the maps, but yet he's debunking some shit, man. I'm sorry, y'all got to come better than this. Y'all need to start. Y'all need to start really doing some damn research before y'all start debating, man. Because I don't like keep on zipping these body bags up so easily. When I zip you up in that body bag, I want to be able to say, you know what? You went out swinging. But this body bag here was like, another day. Zip.
Well, I mean, every day that Near denies the fact, 10 more people are becoming flat earth.
Because the shit he's saying is not helping Globers.
Exactly. Like, I mean...
Man.
Hey, let's look at my screen. Okay, this is from Jeranism's video. Okay, he's a flat earther, okay? This image is from the, video, okay? Now watch this. Okay, so I'm going to take a line, stretch it across, and as you can see, there's a gap here. It touches the horizon here, and then there's a gap here. So there is a curve.
Where?
Oh, let me show it again. Okay, so there's a gap here between the horizon and the line. Okay, it touches the horizon touches the line here-ish, and then over here there's the gap between the horizon and the line. So there is a curve.
That's not a curve.
That's an abrupt drop off.
Is it a video or is it a still shot?
Oh, this is a still shot, but I took it from a video.
That's not a curve.
Can you show the video?
You don't understand the curve's supposed to be curving in front of you, and we said we live on an infinite plane. Ain't nobody say anything about how perfect this plane is. You can clearly see that it's flat. That was not, bro. Do you even try? That's not a curve. How do you mean that's a curve? That means the whole entire front should curve before you. The front part, what we're looking at, right in the middle, that's where we should see that curve at as well, right? So why you don't see it? So why you don't see it there?
There is a curve
in the front.
No, that's before you.
Right there in the middle. Why are they curving there?
In the middle.
In the middle.
It should dip. You should see it dip up. Boy, you better stop. That boy found. That boy said, "No, that's a curve." That we don't know, bruh. I don't know this infinite plane. It could be like a piece, if you will. But each edge of the crust, you think it's going to be perfectly a round circle? I doubt it. We're talking about land, or we're talking about ice. So right there, it could be. We don't know. It could be water on the other right there. That's why it's a deformity right now. But that don't prove a fucking curve.
Yeah, near.
You don't even understand what a curve is.
We don't have 100% model. I mean, we just know it's not a globe. We don't know what the plane looks like. We just know it's not a spinning ball.
That boy said that's the curve. I can't. Did you watch somebody's video and they told you that dumbass shit?
This is Jaren's video.
No. Listen to what I just told you. Did you watch a video and they told you because that shit right there's a gap right there that actually means curve? Who the fuck, boy? You need to drop out of school and educate yourself for real because this is pathetic. That does not mean that is a curve. You have to understand what a curve is. God damn, boy.
Do you know the guy who went up in the blimp back in the day?
That boy is crazy.
Said it wasn't a ball. He said it was like a plate, like a disc with upright edges. You know what I'm saying? That guy was higher than these air balloons and all this nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't seen that.
He doesn't do any research on the flat Earth. He just does research on how to debunk it, and just to come on here and just kind of show us. If he would look into the information, if he would see a ponderance of evidence, I mean,
how does a submarine?
It takes a journey, man. It takes you opening your mind and just saying, does this make sense or does this make sense?
That boy said that's
we don't have a model.
It is a curve. If you look at the gaps.
No, it's not. It don't become a curve because you said so. You don't even know what a curve is. Just like NASA even came out and said that we do not live on a perfect sphere. It's not actually a perfect circle, but every photo that he claims is real is a perfect fucking circle. So even NASA said it's not a perfect circle. So how do they get a perfect circle on the composites and the quote unquote real photos?
Good shit, Drake. Good shit.
You're saying that there is, but, I can literally see the curve right here. Like, can you guys not see it? I'm
gonna say it again because you ignored it. NASA themselves have told us we do not live on a perfect damn globe. It's not a globe shape. It's not shaped like a globe, right? But every photo that they put out is a perfect fucking globe. The ones you call composites and the ones. Hold on. Oh my. No, wait. No, man. That's it. I'm about to wrap this up. I can't stand it no more. I can't take it no more. But anyway, like I said, man, I just wanted to do a 11,000 live stream. I can't keep talking and motherfuckers constantly interrupt me. Every time I try to make my point, I'm not doing it no more. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate all the support, man. I'm going to go ahead and relax for the rest of the day. And it is what it is, man. All the links in the description. Shout out to all my Patreons. If you want to donate and support what I'm doing, help support us trying to launch the balloon and all that good shit and whatever. All the links in the description. I'm about to be up out of here, man. Y'all be easy. I can't take it no more. I'm not for to keep on letting people cut me off when I'm trying to make a point, dude.